starting soon screen subscriber. That's a real fucking one right there. Because it's like, there's no guarantee you'll get the pageantry. There's no guarantee you'll get the thing. Like, other streamers, you sub to them while the starting soon screen's happening, you're not getting a shout out. You're not getting a shout out. And that's not, and you probably know that. That's probably what you expect. So you're subbing just for the fucking love of the game. Respect. Thank you for the sub. And thank you for the gifted sub. Welcome, chatters. Happy New Year. Hope you guys had a good fucking New Year. Welcome to the first real day of the new year. Okay, follow my logic on this. Follow my logic on this. I've been saying this to my friends. They're saying I'm coping. They're saying I have a problem. A substance abuse problem. Or maybe a procrastination issue. Maybe a combination of both. Hear me out. Oh, no, they're not saying I don't have a substance. But here's the logic. The hair is shorter. I actually need a haircut. My hair is actually quite long right now. What's wrong with a Modelo for breakfast? And that's what I'm saying. But hear me out. New Year's Eve landed on a Wednesday into a Thursday, right? So it's like New Year's Eve is a Wednesday. You're going out. Everybody's getting hammered that night, right? Thursday, January 1st. That's a fucking goddamn. Okay. Starting 2026 off strong with 5 gifty boys. Thank you, MJ. MJ, the stream's Oiler has returned. Thank you, MJ. I know there's people chatting and I'm ignoring them right now because I can only do so many things at once. This is 30. But I was saying, like, yes, W's and clappies in the chat for MJ, please. Put some respect on MJ's name. But you're getting smashed January 31st. January 1st is a wash. Nobody's starting the resolutions January 1st. January 1st is a holiday and it's for being hungover. January 2nd is a Friday. So it's just like, I mean, I'm not going to start my resolutions on a Friday. We're going out on a Friday. Then it turns into Saturday. It's the first Saturday of the year. I'm not going to fucking be a responsible adult on the first Saturday of the year. I'm going out. I'm getting lit. Sunday rolls around. Well, it's the first Sunday of the year. Everybody knows you got to rest on a Sunday. Sunday's the recovery day. So I'm resting on the Sunday. Which brings us to today. The first real day of January 2026. Which is why I'm live today. Which is why the doubters are in shambles. Because if you recall, one of our resolutions going into 2026 for this broadcast in this community was 3 streams a week, 2026. Okay? 2026, the year of the March stream. The year of the Fire Horse? No. The year of the March stream. And so here we are with the first one. Welcome. Thank you all for showing up. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for following my logic and validating me. It's like ChatGPT. You can really just type whatever you want into it. And Chat will be like, that's right. Huh. Great job. Absolutely. Thank you, Chat. March, I have to admit I was a doubter and can confirm I am in shambles. It's okay. There will be many more doubters. All right? There will be many more doubters as the coming days and weeks progress. There will be doubters, and we will shed the doubters as we continue to hit the go live button and start the broadcast every day or every other day, a few times a week. And just know that if you were here at this broadcast, you were a believer. You were a real one. You were here. You were here for the first one. Someone clip this. Clip this because we're gonna be looking back on this moment, end of December 2026, assuming we're still alive. Oh my God.
I will admit that I use chat for therapy because I've been on a waiting list for therapy for 18 months in my city, but my city and the people who operate in this city only accept certain insurance, and mine is not one of them despite it being the most accepted in the country.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, thank you for the 100 bits. As I was saying, we'll be looking back on this moment. It's funny, actually. We'll be looking back on this entire moment. If you clip this and if we make it to the end of 2026, that message will actually be very topical because by 2026 December, we'll probably all be dead to AI or be consumed by AI, or AI will have ruined everything. So, damn. We'll be like, damn, that was, the signs were there. The signs were there. But also, we'll be looking back and we'll have over 50,000 subscribers. I won't be streaming from this room. I'll be streaming from my mega mansion that Hassan streams out of the basement out of, because I was kind enough to house him now that I'm richer than him. And so, yeah. So kind. Yeah, of course. Of course I'll let him stream out of my mega mansion. I'm not like, the goal was to get richer than him. But I'm still like, I won't forget where I came from. I won't forget that he put me on. Thank you, MJ. W's. WMJ. Clappies in the chat. The Mad Lad, 10 gifted deep already. 10 gifted fucking deep. Thank you, MJ. An Astro Projection March stream 2027. Yeah. In 2027, I'll just be a fully AI stream. Not by choice, mind you. Not by choice. Against my will. Also, hi, Bonesmore. We'll be in the gulag, yes. Ah, you hit the Billy Lotto, and that's why Will is slandering you so heavy. Wait, what? What are you talking about? Every day I've been in his streams telling him that you will be richer than him by the end of the year. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, let's not get ahead of ourselves. But I believe this to be true as well. Will we still get March Cam on Fear End when you make it? Of course. You'll get more of me, actually. I'm not going anywhere. Nothing will change. We'll just be streaming. We'll just be recording Fear End off my mega yacht on its way to an island. Not that kind of island. Not like that. But for real, I look forward to March streams whenever they do happen. Thanks, Vincent Hayes. Welcome back. I selected Ambient. Welcome. So, yeah, with that out of the way, how was y'all's New Year? Did y'all have a good New Year? What'd you guys do? Sorry, give me 1 second. March starting his stream at 1 a.m. Eastern on a work night. I already called out of work. Real shit. That's a fucking believer right there. That's a believer. Joking about Will ragging on you for not helping with the music streams and whatnot. Sorry. I honestly was on his chat earlier when he mentioned that, and I made a note that I would like to follow up on that. So hopefully we can get that going this year. I really want to do it. I've just been traveling so much, and I got really busy in the second half of last year, as you guys saw. That had to kind of take a bit of a back seat, but I would love to have a consistent stream, like event that I do with Will once a week, or that we host once a week, or at least a couple times a month. I think that'd be fucking awesome. It's not like I don't want that either. I'm gonna be going to his house in like 10 days, maybe next weekend. I forget when it is. Like, I think next weekend I'll be going to his house, or maybe the weekend after that, for a party, that a little get together that he's hosting. And during that time, I will mention to him and check out the stream setup and the DJ setup, and maybe we'll get something going. We'll get something on the books. Another thing that I would like to try to do this year with the streams, with my stream, is not start so damn late. You know? I like the nighttime slot. It's fun. It's cozy. I like chilling with the cozy boys. I love chilling with my EU viewers. But I gas out a bit too quickly on the nighttime streams because I get sleepy. So a little daytime banger every now and then would be nice. It's so nice for the New Zealand chatters. What kind of DJ setup? I told Will, okay, first of all, Will can't come at me for all the fucking I helped him with fucking setting up his DJ setup, and then him not listening to my advice and then setting us back. But I will put us back on track. I will put us back on the rails. You always start when I've turned off my PC, LMAO. Yeah, it's a bit too late. To be fair, I had a really, really busy day today. Do you make money on channel points? If not, I can waste them on trying to make you notice me. I do not make money on channel points, no. But you also, I mean, you feel free to waste them. They don't really do anything. But also, I'll try to be good about reading your chat. CDJs? No, XDJs. They're just XDJs. It was his first setup, so I was like, just buy a controller. You don't need CDJs. The night shift chatters, yeah. Just the night shift chatters. As far as what's on the schedule today, you know, it's gonna be pretty chill, pretty cozy. Just a little catch up, check in. First stream of the year, and then we'll see where it goes. We'll see where it goes. We'll yap. Maybe we'll do some gaming. Maybe we'll just react to shit. I was not gonna watch the podcast today. Next stream that I do, I'll probably do a little podcast react broadcast. Have they leaked who the guest for next week's podcast is? Have you guys leaked that? No FFT? Oh, yeah, based off my story? Don't think so. They said that you got Obama. We got Obama, yep. Yeah, we got Maduro on the pod. For Christmas, my roommate Gabe, as many of you know, editor of the Fear Ant podcast, got me this. OG, still in the box. Who remembers? Who's old enough to remember? Damn, I haven't seen that in a fucking minute. Blow on that shit, yeah. Some of you guys know the name March comes from this game, Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, which is a bit of a sleeper. Bit of a sleeper Final Fantasy game. It's a spin-off. Or not a spin-off, it's just but it's not like a main line Final Fantasy game, you know? It's not one of the main series. But one of my faves. And it's sick. It's from March. Yep. Wait, can you leak who will be on the pod next week? I guess I can. I mean, yeah. Tell you what. We gotta get these sub numbers up. We got 50,000. We got 1 year to get to 50,000, okay? You guys get a little hype train going? Yeah, I'm shilling. Get a little hype train going? I'll leak who's on the podcast next week. We should guess? Yeah, feel free to guess. If you guess it, I'll tell you. But if we get a hype train going, I'll also tell you. Dude, Westwood Necklace goes so hard, man. Thank you. Taylor Swift, yes. Taylor Swift will be on the podcast this year. Trixie Mattel, no, but that'd be good. Is it me? Be honest. It is. Check your email. How did you know? Thank you, RCRC, for the tier 1. RCRC doing their part for the leaks, trying to hit the... Is it phase? It's not phase. It's not X phase. Anyone else having connection issues? Maybe it's just me. I'm not effing. Are we effing? I think we...
Is it Porter Robinson again? That would be nice, smile.
It's not, but I would love to get him on the podcast again someday. I actually went to go see him in Washington, D.C. Right after Christmas at Echo Stage. And his set was fucking fire, as expected. Super good set. Messaged him afterwards, told him it was a fantastic set. And then I proceeded to go see, oh my god, Anonymous gifting 5 subs. Okay, we got a hype train. Okay, oh my god, this shilling shit is so easy. You just withhold information behind a paywall, and then people give you money for it. Thank you, Anonymous Gifter, for the 5 gifted subs. Holy shit, why is it so annoying when you gift anonymously? Why does it do that? Please, I need to fix that. How do I fix that? All right, the next guest on Fearan is Brendan Lee Mulligan. Do not repeat that in any space that Will or Hassan or Austin will see it, because they'll get mad at me for leaking. I don't actually think they'll care that much. I can leak it. I'm a producer. I can leak whatever I want. Also, MJ with 5 gifted as well. Thank you. We were just printing in 2026. I think y'all need Eric Dio on the podcast. I agree. Fucking love that guy. He would be funny as fuck to get on the podcast. We should get him on. Thank you, MJ, for 5 more gifted. 124 gifted subs in the channel already. That's crazy. I feel like we just met and you're already going nutty mode with it. Anonymous gifter with 5 more gifted. Okay, I already told you guys. I told you guys who it is, so you can stop now. You guys can stop now. Thank you for the 5 more gifted though. But yeah, Brendan Lee Mulligan is the next guest. It's all but locked in. Like, it's confirmed that we're gonna have him on. Okay, Anonymous gifter with 5 more gifted. Is it the same person? Is it just the same person spamming the 5 gifted? Either way, W gifted. We can only clap you so much. Also, is anybody else having connection issues or effing? Is the stream effing or buffering for anybody else, or was it just Vincent Hayes? Yeah, we have Brendan Lee Mulligan followed by Maduro. Maduro will be on right after. Me too. It is fine for me. No, it's fine for me. Fine here. So this looks like there's a few people maybe something's happening Twitch side that's causing some buffering. So all my PowerPoint watchers out there who are watching the broadcast frame by frame. 07. Not gonna lie, I want my name said. These anonymous people are crazy. Yeah, anonymous gifting is there's a special place in heaven for the anonymous gifters. Again, just doing it for the love of the game. Anonymous gifters, stream starting soon gifters, subscribers. People are just about this shit. Just trying to support. They don't care about any of the fucking pageantry or anything like that. They just want to support. Respect. It's buffering for me and my internet is stable. Might be a regional issue. Damn. Okay, yeah. To the bufferers, where do you? Okay. What the fuck is going on? Hodaflang? Am I butchering that name? Thank you for the 10 gifted. Goddamn is putting their entire gifting cock on the table, saying, "Get your 5 gifted subs out of here." No, nothing less than 10 gifted. East Coast buffering? Yeah, maybe it's an East Coast thing. Maybe the East Coast Twitch servers are taking a shit. Thank you, Hodaflang. I don't even know how to pronounce it myself. Where does your name come from? What does that mean? What do you mean you don't know how to pronounce it? You just fucking put roll your hand across the keyboard? Is it Godzilla on the next podcast? I already said it's Brendan Lee Mulligan. It's Brendan Lee Mulligan. Well, Hoda, I'm gonna call you Hoda for short. Thank you for the 10 gifted. Open presents with the 25 gifted. The Oiler of all Oilers has stepped into the arena. Holy shit, 2026 starting off strong. We're rich. We're rich. We're fucking rich. Open those goddamn presents. And MJ with 5 more on top of that. Okay. All right, guys. That's enough, though. Truly, that's enough. I told you guys who the next guest was. I leaked it. Off to a meeting. Have a good one, y'all. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you again for the gifties. Thank you, Open Presents. Is there even 25 folks here? Ungifted folks? I don't know. See, Open Presents is a fucking psychopath because they're not even subscribed to the channel themselves. They're just gifting subs. Yeah. Open Presents, aka Qatar, aka Cutter, Oil Prince. Thank you. I was the guest that was busy telling my bank I have the card. That's fucking insane. All right, maybe chill on the gifts if your bank is getting worried. That puts us at close to, I want to say, yeah, that puts us at 501 subs once this updates down here, which, I mean, I think at that pace, where you can hit 50,000 by like end of the month. I think we can hit our goal by like the end of the month, especially if I'm streaming 3 times a week as expected. We're fucking rich, boys. Which means I can buy the $4 million mansion right next to Hassan's house by the summer. God, that'd be so funny. Just move in next to him without telling him. God, that'd be so sick. And then just throw drug den house parties every night. Every night. Music blaring. What's he gonna do? Call the police? They don't fuck with him. I'm just kidding. Start a Splinter podcast. Yeah, start my own podcast. Just joined in. Did you talk about the next Fear End trip? Yeah, I mean, we talked about it on the Patreon this week of the podcast. We are doing Fear End Vietnam next. How do you guys feel about that? How do you guys feel about Fear End Vietnam? I'm also wondering who is the next Fear End guest, though. It's Brendan Lee Mulligan. It is Brendan Lee Mulligan. Hi, Smokey. W? Yeah, can I get a W Vietnam in the chat? Vietnam mention? I'm not even gonna like pretend San Chi Minh. I'm not even gonna try to pretend like I know any Vietnamese whatsoever. That shit is hard. I'm gonna have to lock the fuck in to learn any. Fear and Cuba fell short? Yeah. I mean, given the current series of events, yeah. I'm gonna say Fear and Cuba's gonna have to wait a bit. Austin will hate it. It's funny because I thought the same thing. I was like, as they were describing Fear and Vietnam, Fear and Iran, isn't Lychee Vietnamese or some shit? Yeah, we're gonna have to get her on that trip for sure. We're gonna need her to help us out with that one. Isn't she Vietnamese or some shit? That is also how I describe her ethnicity. Aren't you like Vietnamese or some shit? Vietnam is a top place to escape America to right now. Yeah. Yeah, maybe it'll be fire and I'll just never come back. Possible. Many such cases. Many such cases. Sub count just updated. We're at 502. That's insane. Starting off 2026 with 500 subs. You love to fucking see it. You love to goddamn. Thank you, chatters. Doubters in shambles, like I said. 3 streams a week, 2026. But yeah, next trip here in Vietnam, we're making it happen. Although I've heard that you basically can't go to Vietnam unless it's the winter because it's hot as fuck 90% of the year there. Like inhabitably hot. So maybe if you're in Vietnam in the winter. Thank you for the hype train, y'all. Thank you again for all the giftings. Thank you for all the gifty boys. Love you. Appreciate you. All jokes aside. Yes, and no AC unless you're at resorts. Well, we would be at resorts. But yeah, that's crazy. Fear in Mexico trip? I mean, I'd be down with the Fear in Mexico trip. I would love that. I've been brushing up on my Spanish. But to the point of Austin hating it, I agree. He was talking a big game during the podcast when he was describing, like, when we were talking about the Fear in Vietnam trip. He was like, "Oh my god, I would love Vietnam. Like, let's go to Vietnam. Let's go to Thailand. Like, we're doing it. Fear in Vietnam." He was like hype as fuck, and I didn't want to like deflate his energy, but in my mind, I was like, Austin is gonna hate Vietnam. Like, Austin will not survive Vietnam. But Austin hating it is part of the content, though. That's so true. God loves a terror. You're right. That's true as fuck. Austin being miserable at the lack of insane service at his every beck and call is kind of part of it. Thailand would be rough too. Hold on, my doggy wants to get out. Neovish, thank you for the Neovish 13, thank you for the tier 1, a new subscriber. You love to see it. The lack of marble and real wood. Yeah, the lack of millennial gray will probably make him want to kill himself. They have very, very, very good resorts, but everything outside of that is not his taste, I will say. Yeah, unsurprising. See, I'm from the mud. I'm from the streets. Okay, I can get down. I appreciate the finer things in life. I truly do. Like, I like to ball out and all that, but I will get down in the trenches. I will get down in the mud, in the slop. I do not worry about you and Will at all. Yeah, we are down. Hassan too. Mex DF gay pride is crazy. Wait, Mex DF gay pride? I don't know what you're saying, but yes. The only hill I will die on with Austin is the Millennial Gray. Like, you are also a fan of Millennial Gray? I love it. You most. Thank you. Mexico City. Oh, you're saying the gay scene in Mexico City is crazy. Oh, yeah. I'm ready for the fucking Fear in Mexico trip, too. If Hassan can't stream in the hotel, he'll go crazy. Yeah, he will end it all. That's kind of like the one thing. Hassan is pretty easy. Like, you guys have seen him in Asia. Like, he doesn't really need much. He just needs an internet connection in the hotel room so he can do news, and then like somewhere that he can meander off desktop for like 2 hours, and then it's bedtime. Then you put Unk to bed, and then you move on. As long as he can set up and get his prot, he's good. Exactly. And then the nighttime streams kick in, and it's me, Will, Caroline, Christian. Austin's also in bed. Austin hasn't left the hotel room. Leechy's there, translating for us. And we hit the clubs. We hit the streets. Fear and Juarez. Yeah, we're also doing Fear and Juarez this year. Hassan is actually pretty low maintenance. Eat, stream, sleep. Yes, that's true. He is pretty. Wait, why am I out of focus? What is it? March streaming in Vancouver? Oh, because of the snow? Oh, yeah, I guess I can turn the snow off. Yeah, Austin's getting catfish somewhere else. We don't have snow in Vancouver. Is that true? That's not true. I've been to Vancouver Island and there's been hella snow before. You're lying. Also, shout out Trevor007 for the 3 stream streak. Beast. Shout out AB Taylor XO for the 5 stream streak. Does anybody have that beat? Does anybody have that beat? Does anyone have that beat? 5 stream streak. Okay, respect. Krampus Deer. MJ, 3 stream streak. 5 stream streak is crazy because that means you watched every stream in the past like 3 months. But soon that's changing. Again, you are here. You're here for the first stream of 2026. The year of the March stream. What will I be streaming this year, you say? You ask. You wonder. What's on the menu? Gaming is back in a big way, okay? That's one of the things I'm really going to try to focus on this year is gaming, specifically finishing games. I got a long list of games I got to get to. We're going to be doing yaps. We're going to be doing, the usual subjects, the podcast reacts. We'll kind of figure it out as we go. I do have IRL toolkit set up, so maybe I'll rip some IRLs. We'll see. We'll feel it out. But I'm honestly trying to pioneer gaming back on Twitch. Enough of this IRLing. Enough of this loud equals funny, Zoomer pilled, going and getting in people's faces and trying to do Riz content. We've had enough of that. Like all trends, they come back around, okay? And I think we need gaming back. March Boiler Room said, I've thought about incorporating music and DJing into my streams. That might be something you see happen on this channel this year. I've always been pretty hesitant to do that for personal reasons, but that might be something I consider. Anything's on the table. MAGA. March is actually gaming again. Exactly. I don't watch streamers who play video games, but are you going to play a video game or something? Maybe. Sometimes. We'll see. I just enjoy your content. Thank you, Drink Lead Soup. Perfect game to stream Skyrim. I use Twitch almost solely for politics, but I'm ready for my gaming arc, so let's fucking go. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of politics handies in my chat, which is crazy because I don't do politics. That's probably one thing I won't touch is politics. March becomes the Joe Rogan to the left. Yeah, I definitely won't touch politics. Look, I involve myself enough in that space just by producing stuff with Hassan and doing things with Hassan, and I don't shy away from it. Clearly, I'm very outspoken on my social media and stuff, and I will give my opinion on topics. But as far as doing content around politics on my own channel, that's not something I'm interested in doing, really. I consume enough politics on my off time. I would like to use my stream as a way to disconnect from that in a lot of ways. That doesn't mean I won't speak on things if it comes up in conversation. I won't shy away, but I don't think I'll ever do any sort of like politically focused content. Maybe that'll change. Maybe that'll change, but that's not the plan. Look, I'm a centrist. I'm just a centrist, guys. I just think they should come here legally. I don't have a problem with them being here. Just come through the proper channels. I'm apolitical. I'm an enlightened centrist. Yeah, I'm an apolitical streamer. I'm an apolitical streamer. Proceeds to say the most racist thing in the world. I'm apolitical. To anybody who might not be familiar, I'm joking. I'm joking. That's a joke. Based. How about you, Hassan, Caroline, I should speed cover all my interests. Wow. That's your Mount Rushmore. What an insane Mount Rushmore. Hassan Piker, Caroline Kwan, Aisha Speed, your boy, yours truly. And I do belong up there with them, with the greats. Why not us? Why not us? I'm a one-party centrist. I think both sides of the Communist Party of China have a point. Bars. Oh, yeah. Wait. I look at it like this. Hassan for politics. Austin for gay shit. Christian for really gay shit. March for vibes and gaming. Will is a draw 4 card. 4 wild card. Yeah. That's honestly a fire lineup. That's a fire lineup. I like that. What nail polishes Marsh use? I don't do my own nails. I have the lady at my gym do them. Or actually, I have a nail tech to do like nice nails that I go to every now and then I have like a random lady that I go to when I just want black gel nails. Not to get political, but Jason should replace Austin. That's pretty controversial. That's one way to get you richer than Hassan. Start the right wing grift. Yeah, for sure. If the money runs out, if Firan dies and the money runs out, and and rent is due, just know I'm going like full right wing grift, and I'm gonna print. I'm gonna be like at TPUSA as a host, as a presenter, or as whatever they do there. I don't actually know what they do there as a speaker. So do you want that? If you don't want that, you know it must be done. I would change my entire worldview to watch. That's so real. Goddamn. I really got shooters, don't I? I really got fucking shooters. If you're right wing, I'm right wing. Let's fucking go. We stand for nothing. We stand for absolutely nothing. Yeah, I'm going to be coming out to fucking sparklers and fireworks. The Grieving Tour 2026. Turn them out, USA. Start doing Change My Mind on college campuses. Okay, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Sparkly suit, yeah. Leather pants. We carry the flame. TPUSA is a breeding ground for twinks, I hear. I mean, yeah, look. The grinder metrics don't lie. The grinder metrics do not lie. There is a massive uptick around any sort of super conservative events. What is this emote? Haas Cuck. Oh my god, it's the electric chair top from Fear Ann. That's so sick. Marcia, you know the Fear Ann jackets are coming out of the... Do I know when they're coming? I was told this month. I was told we would get them out this month. I'm going to be following up in the next day or two. It's coming. Yeah, I'll get a Mar-a-Lago makeover. I would have to be tripping balls to do a conservative hog. To do a conservative hog. You mean like to have sex with a conservative hog? Are you a gay man, Fresh Bison? Marge, can you finally sell the Fear and producer body pillow? The producer body pillow? Like you want a body pillow of me? Yes. There will be some changes to the Fear and Patreon this year, starting this month. We're in talks of a different show, but besides that, I am going to start posting a lot of kind of like outtake, cutting room floor, BTS photos that I've taken over my travels with Hassan and the Fear and crew, just in like small little photo dumps for higher tier patrons, like never before seen photos. I have a lot. I was like thinking of like stuff to do for the Patreon to give more. I'm always like thinking of ways to elevate, right? Because like I want to make it more worth it. The tier 3 Patreon has kind of fizzled out a bit because it's been hard to find artists that consistently produce art to turn into like keychains or like postcards or stickers or anything interesting. And so, but I'm currently in talks with a couple people just to try to really get that covered. But I'm trying to think like what other stuff to do. So it's like, I was going through my camera and I was like, there's so many pictures here. Like there's so many pictures that like just will never get posted. And not because they're bad pictures. Like I got of like all throughout China, all throughout Ireland, where I'm just like taking pictures of like stuff in the background of your faves. And I was like, the world should see these, you know? Well, some of the world should see these. So I'm gonna like start like a little photo diary on the Patreon, so I can also just kind of like look back on it myself too, and like bring people along on that trip. I think it's kind of like a fun, cool idea, and we'll see where that evolves into. I'm going to pitch a show to Will that I think we're gonna start doing weekly. But there's some changes coming to the Fear and Patreon this year. It's always in the back of my mind, usually in the front of my mind. You can print that and sell it. I mean, I feel like buying it via the Patreon access is already enough. MJ with the 10 more gifted. Thank you so much. Thank you. Is this because of the Reddit post? No, I already knew that. Like I didn't disagree with the Reddit post at all, actually. Like I was like, yeah, I already felt this, which is like, I mean, it's totally valid, and I am aligned with that. Thank you for the 10 gifted. MJ, I have a number one. I have to be number one. I will lose everything in life if I'm not number one. Also, just in case you're wondering, I am joking. Okay. Thank you for clarifying that. But thank you for being number one. 30 gifted bangers in one broadcast. You love to goddamn. What else? What else did I talk about? Oh yeah, I as far as updates on Lymph Node Gate, some of you guys might have been following my journey on how I'm dying because I have a swollen lymph node that hasn't gone away. My health insurance finally started this year, and even though it technically started on January 1st, as I explained earlier in the broadcast, the real first day of January is today because it's the first Monday. Ain't nobody getting shit done before the first Monday of the year. Let's be fucking for real. And so today I made a doctor's appointment with an ENT. I've never had PPO insurance. Y'all know the fucking difference between HMO and PPO? Because it's okay if you don't because it's confusing. And this is obviously a question just for Americans because we're the cucked ones. We're the ultimate cuckolds. How did you come to work for the people you work for, and what is your favorite part of your job? What inspires you? I will get to that. That's a very loaded question, but I will answer it. I work in insurance, so I can help. I know muffin coats. I remember you mentioning that, but luckily I got it all sorted. But basically, the way it works is like there's this thing called PPO insurance, which is basically like the juicer insurance. It's like where you get to pay a lot of money to LARP as somebody with, free healthcare. Well, with choice, with the choice that free healthcare should provide. So like in America, I know I have a lot of EU chatters right now because it's late. In America, there's this thing called HMO insurance where you can pay for insurance, but you can't get seen anywhere. You can't go to any doctor. You pay for insurance, but only at like select places, Like, you can only walk into certain places. PPO insurance is you pay like double, but then you can walk in anywhere. And another little perk of PPO insurance, unlike HMO insurance, is with PPO insurance, you don't need to go to a general physician or primary care physician and then have them refer you to a specialist. You can just go straight to a specialist. But with HMO, you have to go through a general physician that then refers you after you deny the antibiotics they try to give you for your broken arm. Anyway. So anyway, this is my first time having PPO insurance. So I'm paying a fuck ton of money to be able to walk in anywhere, essentially, and get covered. Well, I'm paying for the coverage, but like, you know what I mean? It's like I can just kind of go anywhere. My options, I have a lot more options. So I was like, who should I go to help with the lymph node situation? And I did some research, and there's a few specialists that you could go to. You could also go to like a general physician, and they'll kind of like look at it. But I kind of already did that, and all they did was give me antibiotics, and that was months ago, and nothing got better. And so I was like, okay. So I landed on that an ENT, an ear, nose, throat specialist, will probably be my best bet in terms of like having them check it out, diagnose it, recommend some shit. They can ultrasound it, shit like that. So yeah, made an appointment. Earlier I made the phone call, and I have an appointment with an ENT specialist on Wednesday. So we will have an update to whether or not I'm dying on Wednesday. Stay tuned. Otolaryngology. W. The fuck is that? Is that an ENT? Is that the actual information? I have friends. I hope it's something serious. Me too. I think it'll be fine. I think if it was anything serious, I'd be good. Or I would have been fucked already.
You're one of the good ones, so that means you're doomed.
Yeah, that is usually how it goes. So I'm really hoping that that's not the case here. Thank you for the 100 bits. Will Gabe keep your part of the pod if you don't make it? Yeah, he'll take over. I'll give it to him. Proper term for ENT. Died at 29. Wowza. Yes, I am 29. I just turned 29, guys. No, I'm 30. I'm 30. And I'm not ashamed of being 30. Okay? I do not fear being 30. I'm pro 30. That's what I've been up to. For the first Monday of the new year, I fucking spent it doing all sorts of adulting and chores and responsible things as you do on the first Monday of the year. Sent a lot of messages, did a lot of house cleaning, did a lot of laundry, went to the gym, made some doctor's appointments, and now I'm live. What did y'all do for New Year's? Anybody do anything fucking sick for New Year's? The unkification of March. My brother had mono, and his lymph nodes were big for a couple months. The thing is, it's just this one lymph node, and it's not really like big. It's just like a little swollen. Like, it hasn't been getting bigger. So I think it's like benign. I don't know what the fuck it is, man. I took a nap. I also took a nap. Damn, everybody's unk as fuck in my chat, huh? On New Year's, I fell asleep at 8 p.m. and then woke up at like 6 a.m. the next day, which I guess was the first day of the year. Nice. Fear and Fan. Thank you for being here, Fear and Fan. I went to bed at 11:20. Yeah, the song was saying that how he like went to bed at like 12:30. I'm like, god damn. Went to Lights all night and saw Porter do ball drop. Then I got the flu or COVID. IK, which yeah, apparently there's a gnarly flu going around right now, which I have managed to avoid so far. Knock on wood. Served tables, munched on FF at midnight. Nice. Has anyone accused you of profiting on phasing down? And if not, can I start the drama? Yeah, go ahead. Never knew you streamed, dude. How often do you stream? Well, I'm glad you asked. I'm glad you asked that question. You've caught me at a good time, Sin41. Chat, shall we? Shall we enlighten Sin41 on how often I stream? Chat, I'll let you take it away, chat. No, wait, never. No. I stream all the time now. I'm a consistent streamer. 3 times a week. Yeah, okay. About once a month. No, what the fuck is this?
That I am UNC, but I hope you enjoy every part of your life, especially 2026.
Thank you, MJ. Appreciate the 100 bits. Three times a week. I'm streaming 3 times a week, Sin. Sin41, follow now. Invest now. Everybody in the chat box, invest in your March stocks now. Okay, do you want to retire? You remember how you guys didn't fucking invest in Bitcoin? You guys remember that? You guys remember how everybody told you how the most annoying fucking people in the world in your life told you to invest in Bitcoin? And they've literally been wrong about every fucking thing else in their entire existence. And ever since then have been wrong about everything else in their entire existence, except for that one thing, which was invest in Bitcoin. This is me telling you to invest in March stocks. My friend owns an apartment complex now because of Bitcoin. He's like 32. Yeah, it's fucked up. I hate that. I wish I could go back 3 seconds and unread that message. Can I be a shareholder at Margin Co? Well, that's the fun part. Is if you buy a subscription to this channel, you actually get a share. It's like a share. You know, it's like technically you own part of the stream, and you'll get returns eventually. Have you ever met like a chill rich landlord though, that like a cool like he is kind of like a parasitic demon, but like he's chill though? A friend of mine received a few Bitcoins for free at launch and has since lost track of the USB drive. Yeah, that's cursed. Hassan been real quiet since March started streaming, been saying. So how much of a say do we get in what happened? There'll be a vote. There'll be a board meeting. There'll be a quarterly earnings call where we can all talk about shit. Business.
My wife gave me a privilege that I feel too ashamed to acknowledge. So I work in streams like this so that I can tell people what I think even though it doesn't matter.
My wife gave me a privilege that I feel too ashamed to acknowledge. So I work. I don't know what that means. But thank you for the 100 bits. Clever bro, thank you for the 3 months at tier 2. A rare tier 2 subscriber. Appreciate you, goat. You're my favorite member of Fear and ooh woo pleading face. That's how I read that. I heard like ooh woo. Thank you. Thank you. How much do we have to sub to get March NYC IRL streams? How much do I sub? So I did go to New York for New Year's. I did not stream because it was like 10 degrees every day. So, and I didn't bring my stream setup to stream out of my friend's apartment, which is where I was subletting my friend's apartment. So I didn't stay at a hotel. I was subletting my friend Susan's apartment. Shout out Susan. And so I was LARPing as like a little Brooklyn downtown studio apartment tenant. It was sick. And I spent New York out in NYC. And it was a fun time, but there was no streams because I was cold. Because I'm a fucking Cali boy, and I was cold. And I didn't want to go outside because it was 10 fucking degrees. Real feel 2 degrees. Shit was fucked up. That's why no March IRL streams in New York, but maybe the next time I'm there I will IRL stream if it's a little bit warmer. I do have like homies out there, you know. I got some homies out there that I can link up with, link and build. Ari at home. I actually saw Ari. I hung out with him. Got a drink with him. My boy. Hung out with Zoran. Yeah, me and Zoran chopped it up. You know, no big deal. Did you see the Fear and Word game? No, link it to me. Wait, you stream? I do. Cock. This fucking emote. Cock. Ari March collab would go very hard. We've done it once before. Way back before, like way back in the day. Back before he even had like a rig. Before he was like the guy on the street. Back when he was literally Ari at home. Like just DJing. Or not, well, like looping and like producing at home. Some people might have remembered that stream where I hopped on. It was me, Ari at home, and Extra Emily in Ari's room. Just rapping and yapping. Drunk as fuck. It was a good time. We had like 200 people watching. What is this word game? Are you gonna fucking get a virus? What is this? A word game based on the Fear End podcast? What is this? Okay, hold on. How do I play this? Also, is this gonna like get me banned? I was just doing that from the Reddit. Is it sick? All right, let's see. Am I leaking anything? Please don't leak. Okay. How to play. You will be given 2 hints. Oh, hold on. Fear and Portmanteau. Am I saying that right? A word game based on the Fear and podcast by Sam. I'm in your computer now. I can smell your motherboard. Nice. How to play. You will be given 2 hints. The answer will combine to form a Fear and theme portmanteau. Am I saying that word right? Non-Fear and theme example. Iconic DC superhero. Political thriller involving brainwashing equals Super Manchurian candidate. I see. Portmanteau. 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 It's French. Doesn't matter. Based. Okay. Smarmy liberal commentator. Producer extraordinaire. Smarmy liberal commentator. I mean, the second one is me for sure, right? Who's a smarmy liberal commentator? Chat, help me. Yeah, liberal commentator? Bill O'Reilly. I'm actually at a loss for this. Bill March. Oh, okay. I'm in. I get it now. I'm in. Wow. So I thought Ben Shapiro too, because I was like smarmy. When I think smarmy, I'm like Ben Shapiro, 100%. But then it said smarmy liberal commentator. And I was like, wait, what? That can't be Ben Shapiro.
Just want to say hi.
Hi. Thank you for the 100 bits. All right, run it back. We got the next one. Giant dog, Google alternative. Google alternative? Kaya Bing? Yeah, Kaya Bing. I was thinking like yeah, like Kaya Safari, Kaya Fox. Quiz, thank you for the primer. Kayahu. Oh, it's definitely Kayahu. Kayahu. Yes, yes. These are hard. These are fucking hard. This is a French game. Did a French person think of this? Thank you for the primer. Quiz, appreciate you. Who made this game? Was this on the Reddit or something? All right, we got this one. Lock the fuck in. Queen of the Pier End podcast plus movie where an animated princess comes to the real world. The second one's Barbie, right? And the first one's Cutie. Wait, Enchanted? Cute Enchanted? Wait, I've never seen Enchanted. I thought, isn't that what the Barbie movie's about? I've also never seen the Barbie movie.
The last time I got told I was annoying, so I just wanted to spend all my bits now so I don't waste my time.
MJ, thank you for the 100 bits. Appreciate that. Barbie's not a princess? Everything's a fucking Disney princess these days. They own everything. And you know I'm right about that. Cutie Cinderella Enchanted. Gay podcast host and selfish top 90s stripper movie. Is the 90s stripper movie Magic Mike? That's a gay stripper movie. Why do I know that? Austin Showgirls. Austin Showgirls. God, you guys are fucking good at this. Gayer podcast host and hot Will Nefertiti. Boom. W. Easy. The only thing we have to fear plus reason for many podcast absences. Fear and self-suck. Fear itself suck. Fuck incident. Fear itself suck incident. Fuck. Hold on. I made a Fear and themed board game. Upvote. Shout out Cold Warthog 1912. My recents. Skull Pandas, Fear and Porter Robinson, Cetera, Perfumes. What the fuck am I looking at on Reddit, bro? Go upvote this. Yeah, I might make the boys play this, honestly. See how they do. Wait, can we get perfume ranks? I don't have any. I'm not like a huge like fragrance consumer, consumer, yeah, or like Will is the big fragrance guy. I have like 2 or 3 Le Labo fragrances that I kind of rotate between, and then like that's kind of it. I'm open to it. It's just like a world I'm not like super deep into. All right, Queen of the China Trip plus 1961 song by Dion. Wait, what? Okay, I mean it's Caroline Kwan. What's the 1961 song by... Oh, Caroline Kwando. Right? Caroline Quander. God, I don't know any of this shit. What's... Wanderer? This is so hard. Engelbert Humperdinck song plus square dance move. This is... Caroline Quander. Austin will know. Austin would have known that last one for sure. I'm a completely Quando Si Do. Oh, it is Quando Si Do. Quando Si Do. You need a lifeline. Chat is my lifeline in this. I'm so bad at this. Most famous shark species. Segment about complaining to the manager. Great white hat Karen. I'm so good at this. I'm so fucking good at this. Reluctant Sister podcast. Sequel to 2017 Stephen King blockbuster. Whine About It. Whine About It. What about it? What about it 2? What about it 2? What about it chapter 2? Okay. I never watched it. Small-headed political commentator, actress from Django Unchained and Scandal. See, it could be Hasanabi or it could be Hassan Piker. And then I don't know who these actresses are. Who's the actress from Django Unchained? Django Unchained was 2012? Holy shit, I feel like it just came out, dude. Hassan Carey Washington? This has made me realize I know nothing. Yeah, I thought I was tapped in. I realize I don't know shit now. Okay, it's not just me who feels that way. Hassan Carey Washington. Hassan Pike Carey Washington. I see. Hassan Pike Carey Washington. That one's a stretch. Noir spy thriller about a man who helped the Turkish Navy. Yeah. What? Okay. I don't think there's a person on this earth. I don't think there's a single human being on this earth that exists that can 100% this test off like vibes or off like just straight like knowledge of the subject matter. Except for maybe the guy who made it. Journey into Firen. Oh, Cooperative Weekly Podcast. It's just Firen. Thanks for playing. How many did you get out of 12? Like 2, bro. I'm gonna be so real. And I produced the show. Well, I learned that I suck at portmanteau, but that was fun. I'll make them play it. You need to become more autistic. I mean, I'm the neurotypical one. People are so creative. Dude, I think something's wrong with me. Does this happen the last like few times that I've streamed? But I'll start talking because I'm streaming, so I'll start talking a lot, and I'll just get congested. Like speaking a lot will make me congested. I think it has something to do with this swollen lymph node. What if my sinuses are just permanently fucked up? Also, you guys know what aerosinusitis is? Anybody ever suffer from aerosinusitis? Because I suffer from it pretty consistently. Drink more water. I've been drinking. Aerosinusitis is this condition where when you're flying, that happens when you're flying. And basically when the cabin pressure changes because you're descending or ascending in a plane, if you have aerosinusitis or like if you're like congested and are like prone to suffering from aerosinusitis, basically you get this like insane pain in your sinuses, like of varying degrees and intensity in different parts of like your sinuses. So for me, it always occurs right behind my eyeballs and like up my nose and kind of like up here. And it doesn't happen every time I fly, but lately it's been happening more. So the plane will start going down, and I'll just get this like incredibly sharp pain. It feels like your eyes are about to like explode. Like it feels like there's like knives in your sinuses. And the way to get around it is to like use like a nasal decongestant spray, or there's like little tricks you can do, like kind of covering your nose and then like breathing outward to like stabilize the pressure in your sinuses. There's like different like little like hacks you can do to kind of like deal with it. But lately, ever since I've had this swollen lymph node, it's happened to me consistently every time I've been descending on a plane for the past like, I don't know, 2 months now. So I don't know what it is. I can't prove it. I'm like that meme of that guy in his car from Dexter, like with his hand on the wheel. It's like, I think it's related to this. I just can't prove it yet. Go see an ENT? Yeah, I'm going to go see an ENT on Wednesday. Ever had mono? I don't think so. Not to my knowledge. What are the symptoms of that? Rosie, thank you for the tier 1 for 10 months. Welcome back. I had something very similar recently and they helped out quite a bit. What did they give you? What did they say? Stream your appointment? Go see a shaman. I'll go see my local shaman. Asmerod. I'm a massage therapist, and I often say if your mind is telling you that, I believe you could How did you change your diet so it wasn't as much acid reflux? The problem is
I'm going to bet that you're going to be okay. Hassan needs some chill pills though.
Thank you for the 100 bits. The thing is, I would rather kill myself in real life than have to cut out spicy food, acidic food from my diet. I just like, there's no point in living. That's like one of the only joys in my life, really. I'd rather just end it. Fair take, real. Yeah, I'm saying. Can I have your ketamine vinyl if you die? Yes. Yes. Do you vape? You might have to stop that. Do I vape? Do I vape? Do I vape? Am I someone who vapes? I'm having a similar issue with psoriasis. It's severe, but like cutting out everything left, I enjoy life. Cutting out everything left I enjoy in life. Ooh. Holy shit, it's Star of Fear and March. I feel bad as a person who doesn't care about their health that much, but I care about my humanity, and I think you have something that a lot of us wish we had. Bro, speaking in riddles, kinda, but thank you for the 100 bits. What would Cutie's Billy username be? That's a good one. I don't fucking know. Probably White Walker. She has piercing blue eyes. White Walker's crazy. Guys, can a poor wage woman get a sub so I can have background sound on? MJ, help my girl out, please. She's out here begging. I called Christian a White Walker, LMAO. White Walker's crazy. Cutie Mulan? Wait, why would it be Cutie Mulan? Oh, because Cutie Cinderella. Wait, that's actually so good. Cutie Mulan is really good. I like that. If you ever do channel merch, you better call it merch. Here, I got... Somebody gift poor Leechy a sub. In 2026, the year of our Lord. An anonymous gifter. Clappies in the chat. Can we get some goddamn clappies in the chat? Now Leechy can watch in the background with the without fucking ads. Clappies for anonymous gifter. Anonymous gifter. Thanks, King. Okay. That was a little weird. I'm just gonna assume anonymous gifter's gender. Interesting. Starting to think that anonymous gifter might be regretting that. Not to be the woker or anything, but not very woke of you. Gendered language in the year of the woke. We need Viet woker. Holy wait, I have a sub now too. I think everybody in the chat is subbed at this point. What are your 2026 pop culture predictions? I'm not huge on pop culture like that. I don't know. You give me an example? I feel like I'm not super like tapped into pop culture. I mean, I'm aware of it, but I'm not like tapped the fuck in like say Caroline is. Caroline is on that shit. Mr. March, been around since your hot days. How are you? Nuckenfuts, I remember your name. Following since March 2018. Damn. Yeah, I actually was just watching Kala play HOTS on stream like a couple days ago, which was crazy. I missed that game, man. I'm so sad about what happened in that game. But I've been good. Thank you for being here. What album are you looking forward to this year? Probably the new Maddion album. Trying to think of like who else has like an unannounced, unreleased album. Like I know Maddion's gonna come out with a body of work. I know there are a lot of artists like I would love to come out with music, but honestly, last year was a fantastic year for albums from some of my favorite artists. So I'm pretty satisfied right now. Club Chalamet Stormers of Met Gala. Okay, Hannah, that was gonna be mine. I shit you not, that was gonna be mine. Anonymous gifter, thank you for gifting a sub to the Mirthless Just So. And MJ with 5 more gifted bangers, thank you. Appreciate fucking gifty boys. W's in the chat. I hope Andrew Jackson's hot drops soon. They dropped a crazy album during the last Trump administration. Damn, that's a name I haven't heard in a long time. This is how I'm finding out Maddion is releasing this year. Sweet, yeah. Maddion released some new music at the end of last year for the start of his new project in his new era. And yeah, he has a body of work coming out this year, I believe. Okay, who here knows about Club Chalamet and the lore in Club Chalamet? I feel like a lot of you probably do because we've covered it on the podcast before. I only know about it because of the PowerPoint that we went over on the podcast way back when. I heard about it through Antipiker. Does anybody have a link to like a video that sort of explains the Club Chalamet lore in a way that isn't annoying? Does Caroline have a video that I can watch? I want like an abridged kind of briefing on the Club Chalamet saga so we can watch it together, because wasn't there a development like a day or two ago with a picture that surfaced where Club Chalamet was in the background? For those guys who don't know, the TLDR, like the super TLDR, there's a Stan account on the internet, I think on Instagram, primarily called Club Chalamet, a Timothy Chalamet Stan account called Club Chalamet. That's run by like some middle-aged woman who is obsessed with Timothy Chalamet, who has become like a hate watcher and commenter on Timothy Chalamet's public relationship with Kylie Jenner. And it is disturbing, to say the least. Very parasocial, very unhealthy. Google says they're 59 years old. Yes, dude. Yes, dude. Wait. How a Gen Xer became Timothy Chalamet's biggest and most divisive. Why is the Wall Street Journal doing a piece like this? Why are they? Wait, why is the New Yorker? This is like if like you had like a psychotic parasocial Twitch watcher that was like crossing all sorts of boundaries, and then a legitimate news outlet gave them like legitimate coverage, like actually covered it, and as if it's like, wait, what? Is this real? Why the fuck would they do this? When did this come out? December 1st? That's fucking insane. That's psychotic. Because she ate down. No, see, that's the problem. Now people are gonna be like, wow, she ate down. And it's like, no, this is a crazy person. This person's mentally ill and they need help. We should not be platforming them. Don't say queen. No, don't say queen. Now people will be like, if I stalk good enough, I can be in Wall Street Journal too. Exactly. Like this is just this is sending the wrong message entirely. It does kind of normalize it. Kind of. That's exactly what it does. Call me Club March? No. No Club March. Okay? No Club March. Please don't be Club March. You can be a fan. You can walk up to me. Can ask for a pic. We can chat for a little bit. That's it. Okay? None of this getting involved in my personal life. Be normal. Remember, fans? Yeah, no knives or guns, only at Club Miranda. No Club Miranda. Okay, bringing this up was probably a bad idea. Do we have a video? Does anybody have a video? Does Caroline have a video? Does anybody got a video? I'm out here begging. I'm out here begging in front of chat, in front of God, for some goddamn coverage. Okay, hold on. I'll ask Caroline myself. Hold on. I'm just gonna ask Caroline. You guys, I love you guys, but you're useless right now. And I love you guys, but you're useless right now. Okay. Do you have...
Excellent.
Hello, gamer. Do you have a Club Chalamet video can recommend? Get me up to speed on the drama. Love you. Let's see. Watch this.
Wait, where was
This is my goat right here.
Hello, gamer. Do you have a Club Chalamet video you can recommend to me to get up to speed on the drama? Marsh, I am the Club Chalamet video.
Okay. Okay. Did you make a video about it that I can watch?
Hold on a sec.
Is she busy? She looks a little busy right now.
That I can watch. I think I probably have some like reels and stuff out there. I will send you. I can send you a voice note too. Do you need it for like your own personal knowledge?
I'm just curious.
Because oh shit, wait. Uh-oh, I'm stuck in this thing again. Oh god. I'm just interested. Oh, I got you.
Personal knowledge.
I will either find a video that's a good TLDR or I will literally send you a voice note.
Best.
Wait, where is
all right,
the
cool.
lab? Where's the lab?
Caroline Kwan's on the case. Chat out Caroline Kwan. She seemed a little busy. There's Caroline VODs on. Okay, hold on. I'm looking. I don't see much. Dude, Caroline should make an extensive video on this. She would get like 1 million views. Because there's just no coverage on this. This is the only video. See, okay. I'm seeing videos like this too, but all these videos are like from a year ago. I need like an up-to-date one. Caroline is the oracle for all that is Club Chalamet lore. See, this is why I said when somebody earlier in the chat was like, what are your 2016 pop predictions, March? I was like, I'm not tapped in like that. You know who is? Caroline Kwan is tapped in. When I think pop culture, I think Caroline Kwan. Are clips off? They shouldn't be. I don't think so. Now we wait 2 to 4 business days. Yeah. Especially she covered it on stream. I believe. Yeah, it seems like Chad is saying that she did cover on stream. She updated on Club Chalamet on today's stream. I love how Caroline was so confused. She was like, "Why are you asking? Like, why is this for your personal records?" Inside Zed's. Okay, now I'm just looking at my YouTube recommended. Inside Zed's new LA home with his dream music studio, open door, architectural digest. Okay, I'm actually a slut for architectural digest videos. And hot take, controversial take. Let's watch this video. I want to watch. Controversial take. I don't really like Zed. I like Zed's music. This is inside. This just came out a month ago. So I want to see his new LA home. His new LA home with his dream music studio. I'm not the biggest Zed guy. I think he has great bangers. I think he has great songs. But him, the person, low key, I don't know why, my spidey senses just go a little crazy. And I feel like he just gives me weird vibes for some reason. Like he's got some skeletons in his closet. And also I feel like he has yellow fever a little bit from what I've gathered. Crypto probably does crypto too. Do you think he's on the list? I got the ick. Yeah, he gives me the ick, but I want to see his home. I like seeing rich people's homes. Also, what is this? Someone in Caroline's messaged you this one, maybe.
The hell? Anything?
What this? Why? Why? You're just trying to get me? You're just trying to get me? I'll have you know, I didn't flinch at all. And I wasn't scared because I don't get scared. You see, I'm a man. You can't get me. As a strong, toxic man, as a strong, toxic male manipulator, I don't get jump scared by frivolous baby games. Oh. I am a songwriter and have met Zed. All I can say is you're not wrong, March. I know. Because I know people that know him. And I'm really good at reading people. And like, I don't know. My intuition when it comes to people and having the ick about them is never wrong. Hardly ever wrong. Like truly hardly ever wrong. Basically never. It takes a lot for me to not fuck with you, but if I don't fuck with you, there's a reason.
What's up, AD? I'm Zed. It's been a while. Come on in.
He said AD as an architectural digest. He did not say baby. He does have giga ultra wealth, though. He does have giga ultra wealth.
So this entrance, as you can tell, is pretty simple. And compared to how I used to like my entrances with a ton of different things,
I'm realizing now that I've seen this house already, not like in depth. I haven't seen like the house tour, but I've seen this house. I was like, why does this house look so familiar? Because I have friends who have posted stories from his house at like a party. And I was like, I've seen this living room before.
key here was really just simplicity and enjoying the view that you get when you walk into this house. It's one of the most magical parts of this house to me is walking in and you immediately feel at home this sort of center point tree.
I do like. Is it real? Is that a real tree? I do love an indoor, outdoor, nature atrium moment situation.
Is something that I love at my
I
old
do fuck with that. I fuck with that heavy. Fuck with a tree or indoor garden situation. Yeah, I do love this shit. I'm a sucker for this shit.
house. We had the same people build an olive tree, and I loved how that tree made me feel, so I wanted to replicate it here. It gives you a little bit of greenery inside of the house, and it's also an amazing source
You
of
can also just buy plants, Zed. Okay? This isn't a crazy. I don't know why I'm being so mean to Zed. I don't know Zed. I'm just like. He's like, it gives you a little bit of greenery inside the house. You know what else does that? Buying a plant like this or like that. This isn't a new concept. I guess it gave me the ick that how he was like describing it. How he's like, this is like this new concept. He's like, guys, I figured it out. He's like, this is this new thing. I gotta put you guys on this new shit. It's like having the greenery inside the house. I'm just like, whoa.
light at night. You don't need the lights up. You can just have the tree give you just enough.
He's relatively nice, but definitely strange. He has Christopher Columbus syndrome. What is Christopher Columbus syndrome? No, wait, pause. Explain that. What is Christopher Columbus syndrome? I also encountered Zed at some parties. Notch Minecraft would throw during big games. This was also cringe. Damn, talk your shit, Chris. I genuinely don't understand how the root system works. Does it start hurting the concrete in 20 years? I don't know. The tree, I don't think it was real. It didn't really look real. Is it real? The amount of wealth on display is making me fight the annoying leftist in me, the woker. You're being the woker. And you're not going to believe me when I say this. This house is peanuts compared to Hassan Piker's house. I've been to Hassan's house. Hassan's house makes this house look like a studio apartment. I'm not even kidding. MJ, thank you for the 2 gifted. Appreciate you. 146 gifted subs in total. Goddamn, doing God's work out here. TV too high? True. TV over the fireplace? How do we feel about that? Imagine incorporating different natural and artificial materials and create balance and energy throughout home. Life. Zed might have just invented something sick as hell. Yeah, this like Japandi sort of minimalist sort of interior design, it's not for me. Like, I think it does not feel lived in enough. Jesus Christ! I'm actually boring as fuck, so don't pay attention to give it all to your fans. Okay, well, let's tone back on the self-deprecation a little bit, but thank you for the 100 bits. I like a higher TV, but the fireplace makes it crazy. It doesn't feel cozy. Exactly. That's the problem. Like, it doesn't feel cozy. It doesn't feel lived in. Like, I'm all for like a tidy space. I'm all for like an open space. I love natural light, but like it just needs, like, all of it is white and beige. It's all white, beige, and black. It needs more plants. Like, you don't have enough plants in your house. And like, it just needs more stuff. This is a hotel lobby. Yeah, this is a hotel room. This is for sure. Yeah, it needs personality. Like, it's so easy to insert personality in situations like this. And this is the part that pisses me off with fucking people. Well, we're 2 minutes in the video, so maybe the personality gets there. I don't want you to think that you have a responsibility to understand or hear what I'm saying, but it's okay. I will be okay. I will live and exist in a world that is okay, but people suck. Sorry you feel that way. Goat. Zed's hut. Yeah, someone send that to Hassan. Better than all millennial gray. True, better than all millennial gray, but this looks like the edition. Anybody who stayed at the hotel, the edition. Let me pull up the edition for you. Let me show you the rooms. I'm sorry, I don't want to leak my address or anything by accident. So this is There's a hotel that I stayed at in Tokyo, and it was fucking fire. I love this hotel. I stay there. I stay here pretty often when I'm in Tokyo. It looks like Zed's living room. Okay, I think if I hadn't told you guys that this was a hotel, all right, here's what I'll do. Okay, I can't open the image. Okay, it's too late. You guys already saw it. I think if I had showed a side by side of this room and then this room, you guys would be like, it's the same room. Like the person who designed Zed's living room was like, let's just make it look like the Edition Hotel. Am I crazy? It's the exact same room, right? Beautiful hotel. Don't know if I want my living room to look like that. Best house I've ever visited was in Kyoto recently, owned by the founding family of Nintendo. Humble on the outside, incredible on the inside, most beautiful house I've ever been inside. They were in the process of finishing it. Do you have any pictures or anything of it? I'd love to see that. My favorite color is black, so I mix more black wood pieces than a standard mid-century modern. Well, like okay, so what I was getting at, and maybe we'll see more of this as we see more of the house. What I was getting at though is like such an easy way to like make this feel like your own and elevate it that I feel like rich people never do when they have these giant ass homes that like are fully furnished for them and have like an interior designer come through. Like this giant like piece of art here. I don't know if it's a painting, I don't know what the fuck it is. Like some piece of art here on the wall, this giant wall. It's like just replace it with like a giant painting or piece of art that feels personal to you, you know? Something that you can talk about that has a story that behind it, or that's like that you care about, something custom for you. This just looks like you picked it up at Target, you know? Like this is just the most basic shit. Can we tier list best architectural digest videos after this? I haven't really seen many architectural digest videos, but architectural digest videos watch party marathon stream. I mean, it is great stream content. Wait, what is this? Walnut wood pieces. Okay, we're about to go down a rabbit hole that's so hard for me to get out of because I love this shit. I truly love this shit. I also like a good mid-century modern, honestly. It just feels colorful and more busy. Even a self-portrait would get more points, yeah. All right.
This is my living room, and as you will notice, it's very simple. The couch.
Oh, we did notice that. I'm sorry. Maybe hold on. Maybe we are a minute into the video, so maybe we're judging too quickly. Maybe we're jumping the gun. Okay, what is this video you sent me? This home is every introvert's fantasy. Okay, I'll watch this after.
Couch is a cloud couch from RH. Most of the furniture you see here is RH.
That's what it is. That's what it is. I just realized what it is. It's because hold on.
This is a cloud couch from RH. Most of the furniture you see here is RH. I still think it's the most comfortable couch that I've ever sat on.
So I have a cloud couch. I don't have a cloud couch that big, and I definitely didn't pay full price for it. I have like a cloud couch that's like 3 pieces, so it's just like a strip. It makes sense in the way that my living room is shaped. And I got it off fucking Facebook Marketplace. It is a real Restoration Hardware cloud couch, and it is comfy, even though it's a pain in the ass to maintain, and it needs to be fluffed every single time you sit in it. And I probably wouldn't buy it again. But it's the only piece of Restoration Hardware furniture that I've ever seen that I've even remotely liked. I don't know if you've ever walked into a Restoration Hardware or an RH, as Zed calls it, but it looks like a liminal space. It looks kind of like his living room. It's super minimalist, super basic, super overpriced. How hard was it to clean once you got it off at Facebook Marketplace? So the person that was selling it off Facebook Marketplace was definitely someone that was selling it illegally because they had multiple Restoration Hardware couches for like a fourth of the price. And it was definitely like what I kind of gathered was like this is somebody who works at Restoration Hardware who is like double dipping and like somehow getting couches off the truck and just selling them himself, which I don't care. You know, you do you. swag. But so it was actually like in perfect condition. Like I didn't have to clean it because it was like basically brand new. I think it was like lightly used. And I got it like the couch would have normally been like $8,000, and I got it for like $1,500 or like $2,000. And it's very comfy. It's just a pain in the ass to like maintain. You have to fluff it like every time you sit on it, basically. But I live by a Restoration Hardware because I live in Los Angeles. I live in the Hollywood area, and there's a fucking Restoration Hardware store, like a brick and mortar store on Melrose, I think. And it's fucking. I walked in there because I was like, oh, let's see what else Restoration Hardware has. They had a cool couch, but they have other cool furniture. Not really. Not from what I've seen. It all looks like super minimalist, super basic, super sterile. I don't want my fucking living room to look like a dentist's office, you know? And it's all like giga overpriced. It's truly like Restoration Hardware, and maybe this is crazy of me to say, but like it truly feels like this is like a rich person's money sink when they have like no taste and they just like want to buy a brand name, and then like that's like they just want to be like, I have a full Restoration Hardware living room, and it's just like there's no personality in it.
Always been a fan. The most use this will get is when
I'm just fucking ripping into this. I'm so sorry. So designer clothes, a lot of designer clothes. Yeah, Restoration Hardware is like the fucking Louis Vuitton of furniture, except at least Louis Vuitton has patterns on it, or like the fucking chrome hearts of furniture. You know, it's like
Mafia nights, which is something we got into where we just fill this with seats and play Mafia, and that's where the couch really matters, because any little move you make, for anybody who's ever played Mafia or Werewolf, the couch delivers. In terms of this ginormous coffee table, as you will notice, there's barely anything on it. Key component is simplicity, matching of colors. My theory, not scientifically proven though, is that if there's less clutter, if there's less things for your eye and brain to have to focus on, your average heart rate throughout the year will be at least 1 BPM lower. So
what the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? Genuinely, what the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck am I?
Choice here was to keep it super simple, keep it easy, and the advantage is if you want to eat, which I sometimes do eat here, you know, I just sit down, there's enough leg room, we made sure, and you eat sushi and watch South Park.
Why do you eat sushi? Why do you specify you eat sushi? Sorry. This fucking, I don't know. I can't put my finger on like why it makes me so fucking angry. Sorry. He's actually behind the phone. He thinks he's like a keynote speaker at every conversation he's in. Yeah, you guys are seeing what I'm seeing, right? I'm not crazy. Okay, I feel so validated in this. Also, it's like, God, there's such nicer ways to like. He's like, yeah, it's like, exactly. It's like he's like giving like a keynote. He's like, oh, there's just enough room here that I can like, you can sit on the ground uncomfortably at your coffee table and eat sushi and watch South Park. It's like there are floor pillows. There's kotatsus that are really beautiful. Like there's like so many ways that you can like optimize the space so that it's like beautiful and functional, and you can still like eat at your coffee table, and like it's just like, this isn't it.
Eat, which I sometimes do eat here, you know, I just sit down, there's enough leg room, we made sure, and you eat sushi and watch South Park. This house was designed by Jay Omar, an incredible designer.
He fucking sucks. No, actually, the house itself is actually quite pretty. It's just the interior design. Like I love the bones of the house. It's actually quite beautiful. Jay Omar popped off, but the interior design needs a complete do-over, complete revamp.
Huge fan. And on the interior decoration side of things, this is the first time I've ever worked with an interior designer. His name is John Krawick. He's been
fire him. Fire him now.
Incredible to work with. He was willing to collaborate and really bring my vision to life, and not
just kidding. It was not his fault.
Try to place things. So you will notice everything is incredibly cohesive, very simple, very calming. This is the main kitchen. Same core principles of simplicity. This area of the kitchen is probably where I spend the most time.
NGL, I was staying quiet cause I kinda liked his home, minus no color, which drives me nuts. My home looks like his but tons more color, but the BPM comment threw me off. I take my positive feelings back.
Right. Well, thank you for your honesty. And thank you for the 9 months. Sorry, one sec. One sec. Got an important message, my bad.
I wish I was a good chef. I'm not. However, I'm very good at making coffees. It's something I got really obsessed with a few years ago, and I went on this journey to finding the best equipment, the best beans, and as you can see, it looks a little bit like a lab. This is where I will be making coffees for myself, for my friends, and I probably spend an equal amount of time here and in the studio. We have beans out here, different choices. This is if I want to make a pot of coffee. And then this grinder right here is specifically set to a coarser grind, which will make a lot more sense with filter coffee and less sense with espresso. Now, I'm really about precision when it comes to espressos. Key component is this cool cup that is also a scale at the same time. As you can tell, we'll tell you how much something weighs. So if you put some pressure on it, and then you just put the beans in here, and then you weigh them, and then you put them into this grinder. I believe it was designed by a person who has worked on some of the first Apple devices. And out of all grinders that I've tried, this is the most precise,
I'll be back. You guys tell me when he's done talking about
reproducible
grinders.
results. And if your goal, which is my goal, to have consistency, this is the best that I have ever tried. This Slayer espresso machine is what I use to extract my coffee. I am obsessed with this machine. I don't want to be a walking ad, but I have been very, very happy with how this has been performing. And then we're sort of flanked by milk fridges right here, because I like when I went to coffee shops and I like how they can like, so I want to do that myself. So I put a dedicated milk fridge in here. The rest is for cooking. I stay out of that. I'm currently in a really health conscious time of my life. I have tons of spices because I found spices to be the best way to make up for the lack of fats if you're trying to eat calorically conscious. And then, I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce it. We call it Maggi. I'm from Germany. I grew up with this. This is liquid gold. You put this on anything, it tastes amazing. Doesn't even matter what it is. I think it's liquid MSG. I don't know if it's good for you, but you know, not everything can be good for you in life. You gotta make compromises, and this is my compromise. I love this. We are in the live room lounge of my studio. This is something we built from the ground up, and it sort of fulfills my dream of being able to be creative, have a space to make music, and be able to record immediately anywhere I get inspired. So we have the piano, the drums, the guitar, everything is hooked up, ready to go. So one of the most amazing things about being here, besides the fact that this is my favorite piano, and I went out and played so many, and this specific one just speaks to me. I can be writing music here and playing, and I get inspired. And then we have this magical box right here. I can just plug a little cable into here, or there, or by the drums, and I can control my main room from out here. So if I really write something incredible that I want to make a song out of, I don't have to lose the inspiration and move away and boot up my computer. I can just continue right from here, and I'm controlling my actual computer. But there's more. Let me show you. We have a little Easter egg of my Telos album. So what you will notice is there's a lot of hidden arches, whether it's the arch of my album or the little arches in what are actually sound absorbers. It's all there to point back to my album, which is Arches and Stained Glasses. So we got a little bit of a stained glass seed here. So you will see those popping out everywhere. The record wall is inspired by this Japanese library/lounge. The idea was just to get inspirational feel, warmth, and sort of history while you're in a room where you can write. Now, this is the hallway to the actual studios. We have room B, which is a small production room. It is fully soundproof, but it's not there to be grand and inspiring. It's just there to get things done. Or if I want to collaborate with an artist, I can have an artist work here while I work in my room. And then here we have the vocal booth, and the idea here was that you can face either of the two rooms.
The album fucking sucked, by the way.
And you can record with whoever you want to, and you just pull the curtain for who you don't want to see. And then welcome to the main room, which is where I spend most of my time. I've, in 15 years of producing music, never had daylight in a studio. And so when I realized the orientation of this room and we consulted with our studio designers, we realized there's a world where I might have daylight. And
Dude, that's one of the worst kitchens I've ever seen. Why? Because it's nice. Dude, why? Because it's a nice kitchen, but horribly utilized space. Remember the failed Tivana store? That is his mood board. Yeah, like, I was watching from the other room, and I saw that he had, like, well, he kept going on with the coffee, bro, for so long. Just going back to this, I fucking hate. I've had a kitchen with a kitchen island that has like a crucial part of your kitchen workflow, like cooking workflow. So for him, he has the stove in the middle of the kitchen island. I hate that shit. For me, I lived in a place where I had my sink in the kitchen island. Yeah, he said he doesn't cook either, which shows. But like, I had my sink in the kitchen island on the other side of my stove. And I guess he has the exact same thing, just flipped. And it was the biggest fucking nightmare ever. I'm just like, every time but you don't realize it unless you cook. But like, if you're cooking, you're constantly going back and forth between the stove and the sink, the stove and the sink, the counters. Like, and so just to have it like separated like this, it's just a nightmare. Anyway.
realized there's a world where I might have daylight, and it literally,
Another house. What's this one?
didn't even care about anything else. I just wanted to be in daylight. And so we built the studio from the ground up, and you will notice in terms of the design, it's incredibly simplistic. All the furniture in this room besides the couch were made and designed by Hadrian D'Souza, who's incredible and built them based on my knee size so that I can sit and play, basically made for me. And my engineer, Skinny, has been working with Hadrian to sort of figure out where the cables have to run so that you don't really look at any cables at all. It's incredibly clean for how much is going on here. This is here for me to make music, be inspired, and enjoy the daylight. The most important part of my gear is literally hiding behind the screen, which is just a laptop. You just slide it into the stand and everything is powered on. Yeah, when I was a kid making music on a laptop, I definitely never thought I would be in any place along these lines. Not even as a visitor. Honestly, this is beyond any of my wildest dreams. And I also wouldn't have guessed that all these years later, I'm back on a laptop where I started, and it's all I need at this point. The Rhodes is something I've always dreamt of having. We have a little custom plate on it, and it is a remake that they did a limited edition of. This was my chance to get into the Rhodes game, and you will hear it all over my album. It is an amazing instrument. It's historic. The worm sound of a Rhodes. It's a magical instrument. This.
He sounds like cardboard. That was a lovely instrument.
So this is the wellness wing of the house. This in particular is the cardio room. I spent a lot of time here. I bought this iPad holder and I pop my iPad on here and I play Hearthstone Battlegrounds. It's like a card game that you
Sorry.
can kind of play and do something, and I do my cardio and I play my game. So that was my way to get around hating being here. And obviously the beautiful view helps a lot. So this is the recovery part of the whole wellness.
It just feels so performative. Am I crazy? It just feels so performative.
It is where I get my massages. We have the dry sauna. We have the steam room.
Love a dry sauna. Is a dry sauna and a steam room? Fuck, man.
Room, which genuinely feels like 1 billion degrees. An important part of working out and being fit, recovery. And speaking of recovery, one part I almost hate the most and do daily is the cold plunge. Every morning I stand here, contemplate life, procrastinate until I
This
just
dude, okay, I don't know anything about Zed. I don't. And you know what? Maybe he's a really nice guy. He definitely he gives me I watch Andrew Huberman, I watch fucking self-help podcast, red pill adjacent, optimize your life, fucking health bro podcasts and shit. Which is there's not even anything wrong with he needs to listen to less podcasts 100%. Yeah. There's not even anything wrong with consuming some of that content. I watch, podcasts that kind of are informative or educational, but it's there's a line between you consume some of that stuff and maybe learn a thing or two and try to apply it to your life. And there's another type of person that's just this is my entire life. This is my existence. I am full optimization. And it's just kill yourself.
go in. I feel like the cold plunge became part of my life routine. I do 2 minutes and 40 seconds a day in it, and I hate it every single day. It does get a little bit easier over time, but it doesn't get any better. But then when you get out of it, you kind of feel great. So that's why we do it. And I start the day with something that sucks, and when I'm done with it, that's already been the worst part of the day. It only goes up from there. This is where we lift. It's not the
I'm gonna scream. I want to scream so bad. He learned that from a podcast. Andrew Huberman gave him that bar. He heard that bar on Andrew Huberman, and he was like, "Damn, fire writing."
great. So that's why we do it. And I start the day with something that sucks, and when I'm done with it, that's already been the worst part of the day. It only goes up from there. That's
a fucking podcast bro bar right there.
Lift. It's not the prettiest thing you've ever seen, but it's here to get some work done. So this used to be a guest house, but I feel weird putting guests in a guest house. I want
Why?
my guests to be in the house and enjoy everything that the house has to offer. And this to me is just a dedicated fitness room. And there's also pickleball court. It is
Of course there's a pickleball court. Of course.
amazing because I hate leaving my house. My goal was to have everything I need, from the plunges to the pickleball to the lifting to making music, everything I want to be able to do at home, because compared to most people, for a living, I leave my house. I used to drink a ton on stage, and over time I realized that I can't afford to do that anymore because the hangovers get longer and the schedules get tighter. So I made health and well-being a major component of my life, as much as it sucks. And I don't know anybody who loves working out in the gym in the morning, but I think it's something that if you make it a routine of your life, especially if you start your day with it, the whole day gets better. In this primary suite, I wanted to fulfill all my 3 needs, which is being able to be creative if this is where I am and I feel inspiration, which is why I have the Bösendorfer piano here. The same one we saw in the studio, just slightly smaller, but it still plays like a dream. My second mode is sleep. I take sleep incredibly seriously, so I really cherish this bed, and I will fly.
It is you can't you can't disagree with anything he's saying, but I feel like I'm just watching a Gym Bro podcast. It's just, yeah, I know, man. Sleep's important, man. We should all be getting it. We get it. It's the most important thing. Helps your brain, and you should be well rested. Oh God, I just give me more. Have more of a personality, please. You made clarity.
Home in the middle of the night to sleep in my own bed. And the third of the important bits is gaming. It's part of my routine. It's my wind down nightly routine, and I'm going to take you to the gaming space. I guess you would call this the living room of the...
You're being held against your will with an agreeable bad conversation. Yeah, exactly. Also, is that his gaming setup? Oops. Is that his gaming setup right there? Because I'm sorry. I thought you were a gamer. Is it just his living room? I thought you were a gamer, Zed. You make this big fuss about how you're a fucking gamer. What the fuck is that shit? You said that you got a gajillion-dollar home and you have a little fucking gaming nook? What is this?
Memory suite. It has two ways to game. One is my PC setup, which looks ridiculous in such a beautifully designed home, but
No, it looks ridiculous because it's trash. There's a Blue Yeti on there. Is that an Elgato fucking HD camera? Dude, come on. Come on. How many streamers are you friends with? I know you're friends with streamers. You can do so much better than this. Like this is trash. I'm sorry. This is trash. Money can't buy taste. And I know it. Don't I know it?
you gotta know what's important to you, and to me, I need a good gaming setup. So
Sorry.
that's where I game every night before I go to sleep. So if I don't use the PC for gaming setup,
Also, no, this is inexcusable. This is inexcusable. You're a fucking Grammy award winning, I'm assuming. How many Grammys does he have? Does this fucker have Grammys? How many Grammys does Zed have? He has one. You're a Grammy award winning fucking musician. Okay? You're a musician. And you have a Blue Yeti microphone. You have a USB microphone. You fucking have a Grammy. And you're like, this is my gaming setup. And I care about game more than fucking anything else. Then where are like the bookshelf speakers? Where's like the insane audio interface? Like a Rodecaster, an Apollo Twin. You love podcasts. Like every podcast you watch, they use an SM7B like I'm using right now. What are we doing? This is inexcusable.
beautifully designed home, but you gotta know what's important to you, and to me, I need a good gaming setup. So that's where I game every night before I go to sleep. So if I don't use the PC for gaming, I use this, which is kind of magic. For example, if you want to play PlayStation or Switch or Xbox, there's a TV hiding inside of this, and you will notice the TV is taller than the entirety of this space. What makes this magical is it's actually a roll-up TV. So it basically goes down into a little spiral, and then when you press a button, it rolls itself up. And I still wonder every time how it does that, but it just goes away silently, gently. And I like to do this all day because it still blows my mind, and I even know what's about to happen. It's crazy. I still don't get it.
Was that an ad? Wait. Was that a fucking ad? I'm like, why? I was like, this feels so out of place. Was that a fucking ad?
It's about to happen.
Right? This shot right here.
It's crazy.
This shot right here. He was not stimming. That is a fucking ad. Like, what the fuck? Because I was like, this also just feels so out of place. Like, cool, it's a cool TV. Yeah, sure, whatever. You have this massive, giant wall. Like, how are you not just putting a fucking massive, like, 80-inch television on it or some shit? Like, what are we talking about?
This all day because it still blows my mind, and I even know what's about to happen. It's crazy. I still don't get it.
That's definitely an ad.
This is where I get ready, where I get my haircuts, where I do my makeup for shoots like today. This is very much in line with the goal of never having to leave your house.
You should leave your house, bro. I'm sorry, but like, you should leave your house. This is the problem with these fucking LA mansions too. Like, LA is already such a car-centric city. It's already like really hard to feel, you know, like connected in a city like this without being intentional and proactive about it. These fucking houses in the hills are just so secluded, so isolated. They're like a 20-minute car ride minimum, weaving up and down desolate hills, like just to get to civilization. And then you have these people that are just like, I just never want to leave my house. I just never have to leave. Everyone comes to me. It's like, you should leave your house, dude. Like, it's good for you to leave your house. It's good for you to like go out there and like socialize with the world and like, you know, just interact with other environments, and like, especially as a creative, especially as an artist. It's like, I understand wanting your home base to feel like you're safe, like solitary, like safe space, whatever. That's cool. but you shouldn't like optimize it to be like, I never have to leave this home ever. Like, no, like you should go out there and like experience the world and your city and your community, and then like bring that back into the studio, and maybe your next album won't be as fucking sterile.
You know, I get my haircuts here, I get my makeup done here. Everything that I ever need to do in my life, I want to be able to do from home. And so I dedicated this bathroom just to get ready. So this is the primary bathroom. One of my favorite features is the light. There's skylights here, there's skylights in the shower, obviously huge windows.
Corny Chanel decor. Yeah, I saw that too. The fucking Chanel books. Ew.
Feel amazing. And it gives me a bedtime because I know if I go to bed and I see light, I stayed up a little bit too late. But you will notice how simple everything is. No clutter, nothing unnecessary. And then my typical routine is I go take a shower and then I walk up to this part and I wear the same shirt every day. I open this and I usually just grab the first thing, which is always gonna be a black shirt, and I wear it. But outside of these, I do have an actual closet, which I would love to take you. Welcome to my main closet, which consists of a shoe wall that I built.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Just when I think it can't get any worse, bro. Just when I think it can't get any worse.
To house all of my shoes until I got more. This is the shoe that I wore in the Break Free music video with Ariana Grande. It's a very bizarre shoe and it only has like half of a sole, but I really wanted to keep it as a memory. So this is one of my favorite shoes and memories. Filming that music video was awesome. I always find these awesome shoes, I buy them and I never leave my house, which I suppose I told you was the purpose of this house. So I don't know why I buy them, but anyway, I like comfortable shoes. I jump a lot on stage. So whether I'm on stage or whether I'm running or on.
Where are they? Where are they? I know this fucker has the Nazi shoes. I know this fucker has Yeezys in here somewhere. Where are they? Where are they? Spot the Yeezys. Where are they? I know they're here. You can't hide them from me, Zed.
The elliptical, I typically just go for
bottom right.
Whether I'm on stage or whether I'm.
Is that them? That's them, right?
Running or on the elliptical.
Wall.
Typically just go for comfortable shoes. We installed these pant hangers and you can see them all without having to guess what's where. So this is a neat feature.
I mean, that's fire.
And otherwise,
that's fire. I love that. That's fire. I wish I had that. I wish I had a walk-in closet like this.
This is pretty much your go-to regular. This doesn't close. I'm not sure. This is your regular closet. I try to keep.
He's like, what? This cabinet doesn't flush perfectly. It's not. It doesn't. It's not perfect. It's not. It's a little. It's a little wobbly. Who am I gonna execute? Somebody's gonna get executed for that.
Keep it as organized as I can, but with all the travel I do, sometimes I get lazy and I just throw things in places. I also started collecting watches.
The most human thing I've heard you say. Literally, we are 30 seconds from the end of the video, and that's the first thing that you've said that I've found even remotely relatable.
Lazy, and I just throw things in places.
Sometimes I get lazy and I just throw clothes in places. Finally, something I can relate to.
I also started collecting watches, which is maybe the only thing I really collect in my life. And I have a lot of really fun pieces, including this one-of-one Telos Moser piece with the tourbillon. It's a work of art. And I approach watches with every watch has to offer something that another watch doesn't offer.
You can't buy taste, man. You can't buy taste.
Whether it's a different color or texture or movement, could be like a very vintage looking piece.
Watches are the only thing I collect, as a giant wall of shoes is right behind him. It's so true.
Like this, and it can be an incredibly shiny piece like that. I can find beauty in anything as long as it's symmetrical. Thank you guys so much for checking out my new house. It's been a pleasure to show you around, but it is time to get back to work for me. I'll see you at the next one.
Wow. Was I too harsh? Probably. I was probably a bit too harsh on that. But Jesus Christ, man. I hate it when rich people don't have taste. That shit pisses me off so much. All this money. Wasted. Asymmetry is the beauty of life. I completely agree. You're gonna be ultra rich, be fun, and have taste. All that money going to waste. Anti-Riz, y'all very judgmental. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm still gonna go to a Zed set. He plays the same set every single time and has for the past 10 years. And you know what? That shit hits every time if you're at a festival with the homies. Anyway, here's some other submissions. This one is, this home is every introvert's dream. Please let this be better. Someone said, please check out this house. Oh yeah, that's what I was about to watch.
Have you ever wanted a
What's
home?
going on tonight? We're just reacting right now, but we're going down a fucking architectural rabbit hole. Interior design, architecture rabbit hole. Submit now. When you spend that much money on your home, you want people looking at it during that. You want people looking at it during that filming and it sucks? People are going to say, yeah. Oh, you mean like it's going to be perceived when you agree to do this. So like, yeah, you're opening yourself up to judgment. Do you still have the one I sent? Yes, I do. We're digesting architecture.
That feels completely private, not cut off from the world, but protected. Because that's exactly what this
Is this the autism house? What's going on here? Is this the weighted blanket home?
house is. From the street, it looks like a solid block of rusted steel.
Whoa.
No windows and no clues as to what's inside. So
Whoa.
you'd never guess that there's a courtyard or that sunlight floods almost every room. But that's
Whoa.
the point here, because this home flips the idea of open living completely on its head. Because it doesn't open up to the world, it opens inward. And by the end of this video, you're gonna see how this house solves a question that every designer and architect faces, which is how do you make a space feel open without giving up your privacy? So looking at the facade of the home here, you can tell immediately that the geometry of this home is brutally simple, right? It's just a
Brutally simple. Get it? Because it's brutalist. 1 sec.
single rectangular volume with precise cutouts for the entry here in the middle left
I'm feeling extra poor tonight. Thanks, March. Don't worry. I can't afford this home either. You and me both. I'm a lot closer to being your level of wealth than I am to affording a home like this.
section and the garage on the right. And the steel corten cladding, which wraps around the entire home, and that's this, reddish brown color, it isn't flat. It's actually ribbed, kind of like, you can think of it like an egg carton. And so what that means is that it catches the light differently as the day goes on, right? And you can see here with these beautiful shadows casting from the trees around it, it gives it a little bit of subtle texture without needing any ornament. Of course, as I say that, there's also this striking green mosaic, which breaks the otherwise monochromatic field and just adds an element of surprise and craftsmanship that
Minecraft
softens
house
the
aesthetic.
industrial feel
Let's see
of this
the
building.
inside.
Because otherwise, it could be mistaken just for kind of an enlarged
Let's
shipping
not judge
container.
it too
And the
quickly.
gravel
I say as like 1 minute into the fucking Zed tour, I'm like, I hate you, I hate you, I hate this.
landscape that surrounds the home, in my view, just mirrors the simplicity of the facade, because everything is reduced to shape, texture, and tone. And even the cactus garden here kind of reads like a bit of architectural
Yeah, I don't love the outside. But if the inside's a banger, then that's fine.
punctuation, right? They could have planted some beautiful flowers or shrubs here, but instead they went with something that is just so utilitarian, which I think really speaks to the philosophy behind this home. And it's also worth noting that the privacy here is palpable, right? Because there are no visible windows. And in fact, I'll show you in a minute here when we look at look at this from a few different angles, there are no windows on this home. So you can walk 360 degrees around it and not even see a sliver of what's inside. Instead there's just the suggestion that there is life behind these closed doors. Now, if we kind of twist the camera here, then you can see that this house is actually sitting on a really narrow, just gravel laneway, which in my view, emphasizes the contrast between its rough surroundings and the refined minimalism of the structure itself. And this steel box is like a protective shell, right? In a sense, it's almost like an oversized
Yeah, I would definitely. I mean, this looks like it's somewhere in the desert, but like, I would definitely replace the cactus, like little yard here with just grass, and then I would do like some nice little privacy hedges right here, like some big tall privacy hedges, just to add to the privacy and the greenery, make it more pleasant to look at, but more private.
That's been plopped down right in the middle of
Bro,
this
it's a dirt
I
road,
guess,
it ain't that deep.
residential
True.
area. And
So
you know,
true.
the way it meets the ground with no visible foundation line here just enhances that sealed feeling.
Okay,
It's like
you're
a
just making
bunker
shit
that's
up.
been brought above ground,
Here's making
and
shit up. Okay.
the openness of the surroundings and the mystery of what's inside. All right, so let's open up that door and step inside here now. And starting with the kitchen, you can see that
Will
the
this guy not
dominant
go in the
material here
house?
is
I need to see him go in the house. I'm sorry.
lot is. It's wedged between other people's backyards here, that this is going to cast a really nice look, which are solid and squared.
Okay, hold on.
Face it,
Okay, so there is like a ton of indoor windows that
and
cast like
receive
indoor
light through
shadows
it.
and light
And
and
then
stuff.
outside the box,
It is kind of crazy that it just looks like a fucking shipping container from the outside, though. I don't hate it. I honestly don't hate it. It's very private, interesting. Inside is pleasant. Outside totally does look like a shipping container, though. But honestly, probably cozy as fuck when it's raining. I can get down with that. It looks AI probably. Not trying to make you look on stream, but if you haven't seen this house, let me see. I have not seen this house, but I'll check it out after this other house. An artist's home by a stream is a tranquil escape.
There's a word in Hiligaynon which means relaxed or a state of tranquility.
Okay.
The way this house is set by a stream
A film
and surrounded by so much nature,
by Jar
it
Conchengo.
really embodies the word Tauhai. The sound of the stream
Architect stream, let's go. Architect Andy's fucking lock in.
really inspires Ponce when he's painting in his studio. Hello, my name is Jar Conseco from Design Will Save the World. We recently visited the house of Ponce Veridiano in Nagcarlan, Laguna.
Where is this house? Geometry nerds? Sound off? I did not catch where this house was.
Ponce Veridiano is a land
It's in the Philippines. Nagcarlan Laguna. Let's see. Yeah, in the Philippines. Wow, I've never heard of this place. So this house is like $1,000?
landscape artist and painter. He has been doing landscapes for 35 years. And this home, which sits at the foot of Mount Banahaw in Laguna, took him 10 years to make.
Pinoy gang.
A friend of mine came here. Oh, you're building a museum? So I said, no, it's not. It's my house. But it's so huge. So from there, nagkaroon ako ng idea to convert this to a gallery house.
I would not want motherfuckers up and down inside my house. Troye Sivan did an architectural digest. Hold up. When? 4 years ago. All right, I'll watch it after.
the architecture of the house. The inspiration is Tadao Ando and Frank Lloyd Wright.
Yeah, what did this guy do for work? I'm gonna be pissed if we find out it's AI. I don't think this is AI, dude. He's an artist for work.
Throughout his illustrious career as a landscape artist, he has worked with many
Landscape
architects such
artist.
as Ed Ledesma, Conrad Umlau, and Locsin.
I mean, it's a fucking beautiful home. See, this is what I'm talking about. Look how much character this house has. And even though everything is still like very neat and tidy and like clean, it just feels like it has so much more character than Zed's house. And there's so much more intention. Yeah, so many more textures. It feels so much cozier. Like, look at this. This is just so. This is crazy. This is fucking beautiful. Holy shit. Those shutters are nutty mode. Dude, those shutters are gorgeous. I am so 30 years old. Holy shit. Is Japan? No, it's the Philippines. The no gaming pointer. God, that pissed me off so much. Even this wall is a fucking work of art. Holy shit. Wow. Wow. Sad Girl, thank you for the raid. Welcome, Sad Girl Raiders. To all those of us just joining, we are deep, deep down an architectural rabbit hole right now. We're going deep down the fucking architectural digest slash architectural interior design rabbit hole right now. Right now we're watching this landscaper in the Philippines. This house that is lived in and created by this landscaper in the Philippines, this artist. Yeah. Welcome, Raiders. Thank you for that raid, Sad Girl. Hope you had a good stream.
The facade of his home is very unassuming. It is a large pivot gate that is clad with bamboo.
Thank you for the 200 bits. Oh, March looks hard. We like March. We gotta make your merchandise Hassan. True shit. Thank you.
This opens
I
up
love
to
doing
a
this to remind myself how poor I am. Oh yeah, I mean, yeah.
fantastic.
Like I'm good. Like I make decent money. I'm in a pretty good spot in my life. This is like there's levels to this shit.
Stone hallway with a view of the trees from the other side. A dramatic staircase on the left brings you to the living areas.
Imagine going up this staircase to go to your living room. Like you're just walking up with some coffee.
The home.
Oh, he's good.
There is a living space, a dining area, and a kitchen, which you can get to by stepping on the leaf-shaped stones.
What? A little impractical, but I fuck with that. I fuck with that. Like, this is probably a pain in the ass to move, like, you know, some luggage over, like, you know, but fire.
On the leaf-shaped stones.
See you, Virgo Vigilante. Have a good night. Look up Hiroshi Nakamura's optical glass house. They use 6,000 glass bricks to get natural light and also block all the sound in Tokyo. Can you link that to me? I feel like I'd have to dress up like a first. Dude, this is so pretty. I wonder what his pest control solutions are. Yeah, that's so I was thinking that too. Like, I love homes with like indoor outdoor situations or like a ton of plants and all that. And I live in California and I still get annoyed with like how many bugs those homes bring in, how many spiders there are. Like, how do you deal with that here? I would lose my mind.
One of the defining features of this home are the shutters that line the entire wall of the backside of the house. The house sits on a very steep slope, which means that the volumes have to be on top of each other.
The mosquitoes kill me. Yeah, I would go crazy if I had to like live among the mosquitoes. This is fucking gorgeous though. Holy shit.
Although it has provisions for air conditioning in the future, the master suite is actually cooled by natural ventilation. As you can see, the master suite opens also to the toilet and bath.
Are these handheld shots or are these dolly shots? This dude fucking. Oh no, these are handheld. I can see the guy's legs moving in the fucking reflection. Damn, he's got some steady ass hands. You could have a steady cam. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. You're right.
This home also acts as a
Definitely has a
gallery,
gimbal.
the home of Studio 88.
I forgot gimbals were a thing for a second. Chat, give me a link to this video. I got you. Yeah, this home is fucking gorgeous. I would be going crazy on the bugs. I'm not gonna lie, that shit would probably drive me insane. But it's a beautiful home. Wow. Genuinely, what do people in these areas do to deal with bugs? Not even just this house, like in this area. Like I'm sure it's a problem for everyone. Like, what's the do they just like a mutual sort of like respect where you just like accept your fate and cohabitate with them? They kind of leave you alone. Become one with the mosquitoes.
Entering this space really does transport you to another world. It transports you to his world where plants reign supreme and nature can overtake a space and make it its own.
Yeah, that dude's house is fucking massive next to like these sort of dilapidated homes.
Where a building or structure doesn't have to be imposing. It can simply step back and blend in with its environment.
You have to wonder who built this home. I'm pretty sure that guy built this home or designed it at least, right? You mean like if he paid the people who built it well? I hope so. Probably not though. Oh, that was cool. Tokyo's 7-level compact home. I think I've seen this before. Have I not seen this before? I've totally seen this before. Have I seen this?
この家は自分で設計をした事務所兼自宅です。妻と2人で住んでいて、1階を自分の事務所として使っています。建物は7枚の床を少しずつずらして積みながら作っていて、それぞれの床に居場所を設計したり、窓を入れて光が入ってくるように設計をしてます。
That chatter like the glass house earlier? I fucking missed it. Where is it? Oh, found it. Boom. 8 years ago? Okay. This video is 8 years old. 39K views. This is some deep cut, dude. This is some deep cut architectural shit. This is that niche. How does it sound like that? They made a Netflix doc about this house? Yeah. Is this what YouTube looked like 8 years ago? That's that 2018 audio. I don't remember it being that bad. Why is it this bad? 2017, June 7th, 2017. Is this how we were listening to shit in 2017? No, there's just no way. Can I post a link? Yeah, go ahead. Just know that I might ban you if it's not good. This guy makes a house out of water? What the fuck? Why is there no sound? Why is there no sound to this video? What's going on? Why is this video silent? Holy shit, that's so crazy looking though. 6,000 glass bricks. Excuse me. There's supposed to be sound in this video. Was everything silent in 2017? How much ketamine am I on right now? Let's just all enjoy this peaceful moment for a second. I mean, it's a beautiful. It's an absolutely beautiful. Life. I got you. There we go. Wow. Life. Optical glass house. This person just said, trust me. Okay, I'm gonna trust you. I might ban you though. If I don't like it, I might ban you. Village breakfast. A delicious morning in the countryside. What is this? What the fuck is this? What are you sending me right now? Bro said, trust me. And just sent me visual ASMR of making food, which is fine. Like, that's fine, but like, that's not what I was going for. But that's yummy. I'm glad. Thank you for sharing that. You know what? Vibes. Anyway, here's Troye Sivan's mid-century Melbourne oasis. Melbourne. Wait, is Troye Sivan Australian? Austin and Christian, this one's for you.
Oh, hey.
Now we're just YouTubing. I mean, we're always just YouTubing.
Hey, what's up? It's Troye Sivan.
Holy shit, he is such a twink. My God. Is this me or does he look like extra twinky here? Like, oh my God. Bro's like a gust of wind could blow him away. Don't trust me. Yeah, I should not have trusted you. That's my bad. That's my bad. But look at this, like he's like extra twinky. This is what he looked like 4 years ago. I have high expectations, okay? The last White Boys Architectural Digest we watched, which was Zed's. One More for the Road was this.
Hilly terrain.
Inside a landscape architect's home on top of a hill. Okay, I'll check it out after. The last White Boys Architectural Digest that we watched, which was Zed's, was rough. Okay, so you got big shoes to fill, white boy. Come on, Troy, don't let us down.
This is my house in Melbourne. Please come inside, make yourselves at home. I have been waiting for this day for my entire life, so.
Already looks way better.
Yeah, I have been living in America for the last maybe 5 or 6 years, and I have
Why is it so blurry? Why is the video so blurry?
been so homesick the entire
Is it just me or is the video blurry? Is the official Architectural Digest account? It is. Why is it blurry? What did they do?
time. And then when everything got
Is this
crazy
just how,
in
is this how everything looked in fucking 2001?
March,
Am I
I came back
fucking-
to Australia
Am I
to be with my
blurry?
family. And eventually I was just like, wait, what am I doing? I am so unbelievably happy here, and I just feel so at home that I wanted to put down roots. And I found this house, and I was just like, done. Okay, first things first, this is like
Filmed on an
literally the most
iPhone?
comfortable couch in the world. I feel like people are gonna get mad at me for not taking off my shoes. They advertise it as the most comfortable couch in the world, and it's accurate. It's by this company called Maker & Son. Fallen asleep here a good few nights. This coffee table we had made, it's just a really, really huge log, basically. I hope they didn't cut down just specifically for me. I should have done some research. One of my favorite art pieces in the whole house. This is my Ramesh sculpture. The artist Ramesh just is so sick and eccentric, and she also has a huge penis. These Akari lamps are my favorite. I think the gold
I do love those lighting fixtures from the ceiling. That's awesome.
goal was to have like a soup of light. You know what I mean? I didn't want like hard overhead lighting because no one looks good in that. Just finding soft light just kind of gently fills the room. And
That is,
kind
that
of
is the
followed
gayest shit ever. I mean, I agree completely, but like, that is like so gay.
suit with these pendants. They're vintage, and I feel like they kind of.
I say this as somebody who has a bunch of like soft lights. I mean, I also have the overhead light. I also have the big light because I'm a straight man. But I also have a bunch of like mood lighting all throughout my room, and I love the soft lighting. He's totally right. But like
alien skin or something. They sort of feel like what I imagine alien skin would feel like, and I love them. They glow at night. You guys should have come at night, in all honesty, because the house with all the lamps and stuff, it just feels super, super cozy. This couch is vintage by Percival Lafare. It reminded me of a spaceship or something. If you come around the back, you can see there's like this white bathtub situation. I do always have a cut up apple tree in my house that wasn't just for the AD shoot. You know, just sometimes you want the branch as well, for whatever reason. This little moment, this is my reading nook or whatever, and it's super, super comfortable. So I sit here a lot, have my coffee. My wish for everyone is that your space is like the place that you think of when you meditate, by using lamps or candles or just like your favorite bed sheets. I want that for everyone because it's a really, really nice feeling to just have a place that's like yours, and you know, you can just kind of kick back and relax and enjoy your life. That's what it's all about. I'm gonna say this a lot, but I think it's my favorite part of the house. It just feels really, really chill. We've got this like awesome green stone.
Why is it so
Look
blurry?
at this table thing. This is a servery. I think it's the technique.
Can you
is
please
called
send the link to this video? It's Troy Sivan. It's just, you can just look up Troy Sivan house, and I'm sure it'll come up. But I got you. Here you go.
block where like each of these pieces is a separate piece of wood that they stick together, and then they cut it, and you get this like finish or whatever. And apparently it's food safe, so like you could eat your dinner off of it. But I use plates most of the time. One of my favorite things about the kitchen.
How does that make any sense that it's food safe? Isn't every countertop food safe until it gets dirty? And then you just have to clean it?
This situation? Sometimes I stand here and
Love that, but we're like too many bugs.
like serve coffees or whatever to people if they're in the garden. All the appliances are
You
integrated.
know, bacteria can get trapped in some materials. Today I learned.
Which is sick. I'm not going to show you my fridge because it's mostly just like beer and old takeout food. The materiality in the kitchen is, I think, my favorite in the house. We've got like all of this black steel, and I love the way that it shows, I don't even know, these like sort of natural markings.
I
and
do
then
love
just
the green in
wood,
the kitchen.
heaps
It's
and heaps
beautiful.
and heaps of wood, because I love wood. So we did a really, really big renovation on this
It's
house. The
fucking
kitchen's
beautiful.
all totally brand new, but weirdly, there used to be a toilet here. It was still like the kitchen. Kind of grossed me out. And so we got rid of it, and I'm going to show you where we put it, because I think it's kind of sick. Let's go upstairs. Oh, come here, I want to show you the ghost. So if you look up here, we've got two art pieces. Here's a little ghost by this artist named Nell. It's sand-blown glass. I just think it's so cute. Kind of reminds me of my dog.
Wake Wilder. Thank you for the raid. I'm having a stasho. We're watching this little Twinks Architectural Digest home.
Back in LA, which I unfortunately haven't seen for like a couple months now. Feels
Welcome,
like
Raiders.
a little bit of Nash in my house, which is nice. And this is by an artist called Sydney Ball. And there's another one outside, which I'm going to show you soon.
This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. This is that shit that Zed did not have. Respect to Troye Sivan. Respect to Troye Sivan. Because notice how he keeps like stopping everywhere alone. He's like, this is my favorite sculpture by this amazing artist. Or here's this other sculpture by this amazing artist. Look at this art piece right here on this wall by this amazing artist. And he knows the artist. You can tell he genuinely fucks with it. Zed was like it was like a fucking hospital. It was like a dentist office. There was like just like none of the artwork you can tell like he actually installed or gave a shit about. Like it had no personality.
Upstairs. So here we are on the landing. This is one of my favorite places in the house to come and look.
Fire.
It's kind of lofty.
I love
it
that.
Reminds me of some places that I've been to in like Williamsburg. There's so many places to sit in the house. Like you
do
can be
love
sitting up
Williamsburg.
here, talking to someone down there with no worries, or you could be working at my desk. Just heaps and heaps of books. Not a lot of people know this about me, but I am very, very gay. And so just in case people don't know that, I litter gay, homoerotic books all around the house. Sorry, don't look. I got this book, Jack Pearson, one of my favorite photographers. I shot with him a couple years ago, and it's just so, so, so sick. Oh, look at this one.
Nice.
I got this 2 days ago. Hotels of Pyongyang.
Fire.
Super, super, super
What the fuck?
interesting. Kind of like finding beauty in everything, you know? A lot of this is photography, and
What
a lot
the
of the
fuck?
photography I've realized that I'm most interested in is like documentarian style, like sort of voyeuristic, where it's not necessarily like a setup photograph or whatever. You really do feel like you're getting a peep into someone's life for just like that, you know, quick second.
Yeah, Zed's house was like sterile, nothing. 3 Chanel books that are just decoration. It's like, ugh.
So, this is the guest bedroom. Another
This is what an actual artist's house looks
huge
like.
Akari lamp, which I love.
Crazy
And then
lamp.
also, the whole house opens up onto a park on this side. And so, I just like the idea
Okay,
that
kind of doxed though. Should he be showing this? I feel like you kind of just doxed yourself.
if you open up this window, you get to hear the birds and stuff in the morning, and Australian birds just sound insane. So these cork ceilings were original to the house. It kind of makes the whole house feel kind of like a really cozy cave. And we did the walls in
Interesting.
this like
I don't know how I feel about
Venetian
the cork
plaster,
ceilings.
which is so smooth and soft. And so I feel like everything just kind of like hugs you at night. I really do mean it this time. I think this is my favorite room in the house. It's my sister's bathroom. Just
all
like
right, white boy.
the colors and everything, it kills me. It really does. Like
It's
Black
beautiful.
Studio, who I worked with, did the most unbelievable job. I'm just like obsessed with all of this detailing and everything. And there's a massive skylight above my head as well, which is
beautiful.
sick. Lets
Oh,
in
I
so
fuck
much
with that.
natural light. Sometimes I'll just come into this bathroom, even though it's not my bathroom, just to kind of like watch how the light changes throughout the day.
Well, it is your bathroom.
Because it's really, really nice. This is my sister's room.
Oh, he lives with his
Sage.
sister. That's cute.
Super cozy, super comfy. She's got this little balcony out here. another little Akari lamp. To be able to live with her, give her like a pretty room that she loves and that she can like make her own has been so nice. My bedroom is upstairs and it's the only thing that's upstairs, and I love that like I can just go up to my room and close the door and it's like no one even knows that I'm here. Come upstairs and I'll show you
We
my
haven't
bedroom.
even seen his room yet.
So this is my bedroom. This is my little sanctuary. It's really quiet. This opens up to the park and all of these windows open up. And then
I do love those windows.
when it's like a really pretty day, I don't know,
Wow.
I just feel like I'm outside. It's beautiful, you get a breeze, you hear the birds, and it's just really peaceful. I spend a lot of time up here. I chill in this chair a lot, which I didn't actually think I did, I just liked the chair. Because I feel like if 80 is gonna come to your house, you have to have a furry chair. It's like a rule or something. I actually use it all the time. I read a lot in this chair. Sometimes if I'm feeling lazy, I'll roll out of bed and then do a Zoom meeting like here. These lamps are one of my favorite things in the house. And we did these amazing like burgundy carpets, and at night they light up and there's kind of this like red glow in my room. It's like a really nice warm hug. My closet used to be here, so there was a closet here. We closed it off because I needed a bathtub.
Where's your closet? Aesop ad.
This is my bathroom. This is my bath. This is where I spend most of my time in this house. Sometimes I put like my laptop up here, watch Netflix. Yeah, it's really peaceful. There's just like music everywhere. And so I'll put on a nice album, have a bubble bath.
Where do the black t-shirts go?
This is my actual favorite part of the house. I think this is the reason why I fell in love with it in the first place. You can fold away these doors and then there's this courtyard that's just like actual heaven to me. Again, you can see like the LA, California influence, but then we've also got like a lot of Japanese stuff. This is called a swamp cypress. There's little fishies in here somewhere. I don't know if you can see them. And then we've got like native Australian, like doesn't get much more Australian than this, or like the big eucalyptus tree. It's just like paradise for me. I spend a lot of time out here watering the garden, looking after the plants. So because we took the toilet out of the kitchen, we needed another toilet downstairs. And so I was like, what if we create this like fantasy, like outdoor toilet situation? So this used to be a wine cellar and now it's this. I wanted one of those bathrooms where, you know when you go to a restaurant and people are like, oh, have you been to the toilet? You have to go to the toilet. Just kind of lent into the fantasy and lent into like a little bit of surrealism. The walls are all curved, so it's kind of like a cave.
This is actually Fivehead, and I'll tell you why. When he has a hookup over, when he has another twink that he's blowing out, they're going to need somewhere to go take a shit that isn't the toilet right next to his bed. So the twink goes, I'm going to go downstairs, grab us some water, grab us some coffee, sneak out into the external outdoor toilet, boom. Come back, nobody knows.
I think the color's called oxblood. Yeah, I'm just obsessed with it. It smells really good. The Sonos is tucked away. Sometimes I make it feel like a rave in here, like if it's all quiet in the house or whatever, and you come in, it's like while you're peeing. Obsessed. I think it's so dramatic and extra, and I love it. One more thing I want to show you. I'm getting my phone so that I don't this up. Basically, the history of this house was in 1874, this was a handball court. How long ago was 1874? 146 years ago. So 146 years ago, this was a handball court. And then it was turned into a brick factory. Throughout all of the multiple renovations that this place has been through, one thing remained. If you look really close, you can see two handsome men playing handball in a court. And then there's this like weird sort of spear thing on the side. And then you walk over here and it's the same bloody spear. I really love the idea that this house has had so many lives and
What
been
is
through kind of just so much and seen so much. I'm only 25
like-
and this house is like 146 years old. So I'm really, really, really proud and super, super, super grateful to be able to live here and call it home. I'm super, super grateful that you guys
It's
came
cool.
over
I fuck
because
with
this
this.
is like a really big dream of mine.
Thing is, it's way
Thanks again
smaller
for coming,
than Zed's
AB.
house, right? But it has so much more character. So much more. Quick look at this. This next.
That's
Ivana Trump's house from 3 years ago? Why are you sending me this? Oh, God. I'm scrubbing through. It's rough. It's a rough watch. All right. Next home. We're just doing a fucking architect react stream. Architectural interior design react stream. And honestly, it's cozy as fuck. This is good content. I fuck with this. Thank you for sending these. This is inside a landscape architect's home on top of a hill. Be right back.
I think the main idea behind this house is about sensitivity to forces both seen and unseen, and kind of allowing those forces to lead you in your decision making about the design of the house. So my name is Jason Buensalido. I'm the Chief Design Ambassador of Buensalido Architects. We are the designers of Hill House. So the client is a landscape architect, and he wanted an escape. He wanted a home that was literal getaway place from his usual urban home in Metro Manila. And so we're at a place that's about a 3-hour drive from the city. And when he approached us, he really wanted just a simple house, low maintenance, but very relaxed and a very peaceful kind of atmosphere.
I'm Bobby Gopiao. I'm the owner of this retreat house. Jason said everything was really adapted to whatever would come to us, no? In terms of site condition, and then so we just had to adapt to the features of the hill, no? So the stairs, the pathwalks were all dictated by, what was given to us by nature.
And, an opportunity presented itself wherein he was able to purchase this property. It's composed of hilly terrain. Majority of it is covered with vegetation, and then the topography is a little bit steeper than usual. One of the first times that we came here, we were actually supposed to put the house on the flattest area of the site because it's easier to build, and we felt that there could be more. So we kind of looked around, we walked the property, and then we saw a hill. When we got to the top of the hill, that's when everything was revealed to us. The views here are spectacular. And so it was really about being sensitive and hearing what nature's trying to tell you.
My landscaping is usually very, very natural. I don't like very formal gardens. I love to use a lot of ferns, a lot of palms. It was always very important for me for the landscape to be a highlight of the whole project. So that's why I requested Jason to have a lot of windows so the views can be seen from the inside.
My favorite out of all of the spaces is the main pavilion, which is where the living, dining, kitchen, and the hobby loft is located. And the reason for that is because this is the place where the whole family could potentially converge and connect and share meaningful experiences together and with each other.
The main feature of the house really is the Pietrocina on the floor of the main pavilion. The Pietrocina, I've collected this for the past maybe 20 years.
I'm gonna be so for real with y'all. So for real with y'all. My stomach is in shambles. I'm back though. An anonymous gifter, thank you for the polyunsaturated cat gift. Polyunsaturated cats. Thank you, anonymous gifter. I don't know who you are, but you're a real one. You missed it all. I was watching on my phone. I saw it all. This is relaxing. Sometimes.
When we came here for the first
Sometimes
time,
we
we
just
didn't know where
gotta
to go because we were in an
unplug
exploration
and watch some
mode,
pretty shit, you know?
in the sense that we were in the process of selecting the exact site to build a house on. So in a way, we were allowing ourselves to get lost, and in every turn there would be moments of surprise.
You should never stop
and
paying
delight
attention to what's going
as
on in the world.
Nature absolutely offers constantly
You should
and
never grow
consistently.
fatigued and
And
give
so
up and
that's
tap
the kind
out.
of experience that we wanted to replicate.
But sometimes
Basically,
you need
the
to balance
house
it out
would
with
be
some
a
of the beautiful
series
things in the
of
world. And just
maybe
vibe.
micro moments,
Recharge.
or unforgettable experiences that, if you put them all together, create a coherent whole.
Goodbye. Good night, clever bro. Thank you again for the resub, brother.
Designers, architects, homeowners, builders, developers, we have a tendency of wanting to take control, wanting to always be in control. And in the process, we end up forcing our will on a particular site, on a particular location. But what we learned in this process of letting go and letting nature take control is that sometimes it's much more balanced, much more peaceful if you simply take your cues from nature just by being sensitive to it, by hearing it, by listening to it.
I do love a good home that fucking balances nature. At the indoors. Jesse J, thank you for the tier 1 for 6 months. Appreciate you. Sorry, I went back to the Zed video because I was just curious what the comments would be. And I'm looking at the comments now. That was that the OG saw his first house touring and see how much he has grown since, just like the rest of us. I love his current house more than the previous one. How is it 7 years already since an introvert's dream? You have everything in your own house. You just know they're hiding mean comments. You just know they're hiding mean comments. I hope he doesn't keep all those watches there. Put those things in a safe deposit. I hope everything you do touches your... You just know they're hiding mean comments, right? Are we assholes? Eat sushi and watch South Park. This guy gets me. Are we assholes? Are we the assholes? I found it finally. What is this?
It's a glorious day. We are in.
I'm not gonna watch. I'll add it to the list. Okay. Here's what I'll do. David Harbour's custom. Okay. Well, we'll do. I'm done for the night. I'm sorry, lads. I'm actually done for the night because I'm tired. And I have to go walk my dog one last time at 1 in the morning. But I will add this fucking these next 2 videos. I'll add it to the Reacts playlist. Okay. The producer Michael video and the other Architectural Digest video, I'll watch it next stream when we react to stuff. All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna make a list here of shit to react to with these 2 links. Thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out. Thank you for all the subs, the resubs, the bits. Thank you for the vibes. Thank you for chilling with me. I love you guys. Shout out to Sad Girl and Wake for the raids earlier. Like I said, more streams this year. Our goal is 3 streams per week minimum. The year just started as of today, or as of Monday. That's the first actual day of the year as far as I'm concerned. And so we'll do another stream. We'll do 2 more streams this week at least. Maybe tomorrow, maybe Wednesday, and then another one probably on like the weekend. So follow, stay tuned, all that good shit. But yes, love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Goodbye.